I'll take the Rams, unfortunately. Yeah.
All right, week 14 at Cincinnati.
Yeah, Kansas City.
Week 15, home against the Patriots. Monday night.
Ooh. I'll take the Chiefs.
All right, week 16, rapid fire, 49ers at home.
Yep. Niners, unfortunately.
Week 17 at Chargers.
Chiefs.
Week 18, home against the Raiders.
Yeah, close out with the Chiefs.
13-4 Chiefs. Thank you very much, Rich, for the call. A lot of wins. You can calculate the aggregate percentage right there, Brockman, but I still think we're hovering in the 700 winning percentage.
I don't get optimistic.
That schedule
man.
sets up about as good as you could possibly.
Oh yeah. Oh,
especially if Mahomes plays against
no
the
way.
Broncos.
Oh really?
They got it.
That's starting.
Oh, an easy start to the season for the Chiefs. I wonder who could have predicted that.
Yeah.
Me on Overreaction Monday 2 weeks ago.
Did it. He did it.
Shocking.
What do you want, a medal?
3 cupcakes, a bye week, and then a home Monday night game.
All right,
no way.
Radio audience, we are back tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for watching and listening.
Okay, team. Huddle up.
Why are you dressed like a hockey player?
Because America's energy security is on thin ice. We're facing an overburdened electric grid, rising fuel costs, and severe weather. But here's your power play. Propane. It's affordable, abundant, safe. Propane is reliable energy, even when the grid isn't. Advantage Propane.
Learn more at propane.com/powerplay.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, and scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you can win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the entire season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase is necessary. See websites for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. It was a busy weekend for former Pirates in the big leagues. On Friday, Trey Savage had a strong outing for the Toronto Blue Jays.
And Torkelson is fanned. 4 strikeouts in the early going for Trey Savage.
Savage went 6 innings, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits and 6 strikeouts. Jeff Hoffman, however, got the loss. That's his 3rd of the season. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowing 1 run on 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. Then it was Connor Norby's turn on Friday for the Miami Marlins.
Sergio Romo opening for Ryan Yarbrough. They've been great. Norby drills this deep to left field. This is way back and it's out of here. Connor Norby makes it 2-1 with his 4th home run of the season.
He finished 1 for 4 with an RBI in that game. And Gavin Williams picked up his 6th win of the season for the Cleveland Guardians on Sunday. He went 6 innings, allowing 2 runs on 8 hits and 7 strikeouts. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Is your car making strange noises? Or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care. From quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service. Keeping Greenville moving.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week
week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Line drive into right center field. Burris around third. He'll tie the game. Herring gets to third base. RBI single by Austin Irby.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are Pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Kongbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here in the First Flight Credit Union Studios. First Flight Credit Union, taking better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. We are live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. You can find us on YouTube with the big dog's big back blocking us out. Now I see myself. I see another guy in here too. Who the hell is that guy? We'll have to talk about that guy that's joining us too in the studio in just a moment. A lot of guests to get to. Good baseball show on tap for you today. We will talk to Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton, live from Florida, as the Pirates close the season strong with the sweep. They are regular season co-champions in the American. They get the 2 seed in the American Baseball Tournament. We'll talk about all that and more coming up with Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton, joining us here on the program. We've also got a couple of former Pirate pitchers. Danny Beal will join us, and we'll catch up with Wyatt Lundsford-Shenkman. Wyatt pitching in the Mariners organization. Monday's the day off in minor league baseball, so we'll catch up with Wyatt coming up and get his thoughts on the current Pirates and also how he's doing during his minor league season. And it's Coach Mack Monday. We will talk to Mack McCarthy, talk some basketball, NASCAR, football, a little bit of everything with Coach Mack. We got Shirley Rhodes here. We got intern Avery in the house. We got young Cole doing some stuff. Intern Victor in the house as well, the big dog Glenn Griffin, and
Jarrett Watkins, also known as J-Bone.
To my left, the leg is elevated, and the sports takes will be elevated because Jarrett Watkins is back. Hello, Jarrett.
What's up, Clip? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing okay under the circumstances.
Jarrett has like Kurt Angle had a broke neck.
Yeah.
He had a broke ankle.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling?
I mean, the pain's kind of gone. It's just more like discomfort.
It's a nuisance?
Yeah.
You got a big old...
I feel like a burden to everybody.
I thought you were going to say a bird.
No.
A burden. Like Luther Burden?
Sure.
Bird up. You got a, what they call a soft cast, I believe?
I think they call it a splint. That's what they call it.
Okay. I thought that was something else. But you have a big... wrap around your ankle going all the way up to what I would call above the shin.
Yeah. Right below the knee.
Yeah. You're getting around with crutches and a scooter.
Yeah, knee scooter.
A knee scooter. That was fun. I took it for a spin down the hall. Those are a lot of fun. But good to be back. Jared will be here today and tomorrow.
Yeah, I got a little cocky starting like last Thursday. I'm like, I'm good to get back to my normal activities. And then yesterday it felt kind of bad. And then on the drive in this morning, I was like, I don't know if I can go every day.
All right.
But I'll definitely be here tomorrow.
All right. Good deal. I want to catch up with some NBA with you. Also, movie talk. I watched a movie that I want to talk about. And I don't know. I feel like I've missed out on some Raiders schedule takes. We'll get to that. And more coming up as Jared will be here. Hour number 1 of today's program. Let's check in with the chat gang real quick. Jerry says, hello. He says, we are the PRL chat gang. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Macho Man is back. Oh, yeah. Hunter says, good evening, cowards.
Good evening, cowards.
Hello, Hunter.
That's new.
That is. That's fun. Kenny says, welcome back, J-Bone.
Kenny, calm down.
Jamie says, Mac and Coach O, same day. Excitement time.
Yes, sir.
Do we have excitement time?
Excitement time.
Yes, we do.
That's nuts.
Mike P with a reference. Can we fundraise to get J-Bone a used rascal?
Yeah.
A reference.
As I came out of whatever they gave me in the hospital, they put me to sleep for my surgery, and that was like one of the first two things. They were both Seinfeld quotes. Was the used wheelchair, and then as soon as I woke up, I yelled, "My wallet's gone!
My wallet's gone! My wallet's gone!"
I didn't bring my wallet, but yeah.
Was that Morty? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Let's start with Pirate baseball. East Carolina, do what they do. They get hot at the right time. I should have thought about this last week because I was kind of like everybody else. All right, let's bury the Pirates. Let's go ahead and call it a day. And I've talked about this during the season. Every time we've done that, after like a blowout against North Carolina, after losing 2 to Coastal, after whatever, like they always respond in a big way. Like they have Undertaker gifts set up so many times this year.
Just when you think they're out,
pull you back in. And they did it with a sweep over FAU this weekend, which gives them the number 2 seed in the conference tournament. And say whatever you want, the American Conference tweeted out that East Carolina is regular season champions.
Mm-hmm.
Now
they put out 2 of those tweets.
One for another team?
Yeah.
Co-champions, same record with UTSA. UTSA won the head-to-head, of course, 2-1 against ECU. But, hey, throw that on your resume to get into the big dance, the conference, or excuse me, the NCAA tournament, the regionals. The Pirates, with the sweep and the 2 seed, they get to chill a little bit. They are off today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. They will play their first game coming up Friday at 9 a.m., 3 wins away from the championship, the conference tournament championship.
That's got to be illegal. Make a play at 9 in the morning. I mean, I guess like with the heat being the way it is now, I guess you kind of want to play earlier. But 9 in the morning?
9? We're talking about 9 in the morning? Yeah, that's when East Carolina will give it a go coming up. And who will our opponent be?
Rice, Wichita State, or the Memphis?
I believe that would be Rice, Wichita State, or FAU. So FAU, Wichita playing the 6-7 game. The winner of that plays Rice. And then we'll get the winner of that game. So if East Carolina loses, they will have to play 2 on Friday.
Okay, so they'll play a late game after being the early game?
Yeah, so Game 5 of the tournament, East Carolina versus the Game 3 winner. The Game 5 winner advances to the semis on Saturday. The Game 5 loser plays around 4:30 p.m. against the Game 4 loser.
Okay. Yeah, I hate looking at double elimination brackets.
Yeah.
It hurts my head. But I don't know. I think, what do you think they got to do? Like, if they don't win the championship, what do you think they have to do to get an at-large bid? Or do you think an at-large bid is just out of the possibility?
So last week I thought an at-large bid was out of the possibilities.
I've said it like 8 times and gone back on it this entire season, so I really have no idea.
But I think, so D1 Baseball and USA Today had them in the field of 64, after the Rice week. And then they sweep, so surely they're not going to drop them out after that. So they're right there. They're on the bubble.
Yeah.
Like the RPI is now back in the mid-40s, I think.
But if they come out there and just lay 2 eggs and just go,
I wouldn't say they're done. No, we're running over. We're running over.
Yeah.
I would say they're done.
Yeah. So you think at least the semis?
I think at least the championship.
Okay.
I think you got to get to the championship.
That's what I was thinking. I honestly think you got to win the whole thing. I think with how UTSA's season ended, I don't think this is a 2-bid league. That's just me. I could be wrong.
See what D1 Baseball's got.
They got UTSA and ECU in there.
Last 4 in: NC State, Kentucky, Michigan.
What?
And East Carolina. So the Pirates are in. They got UTSA in as well. You sure about that?
I might have been looking at a different one. There's
you're right. You're right.
80
You're right.
projections out there.
So it's got UTSA with the asterisk by it, meaning conference champion, conference tournament champion. I think that's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see where they got ECU. Yeah, they got them in as an at-large.
Okay.
In Atlanta with Georgia Tech, Oklahoma, and Yale. So that leads me to believe that, if you make it to the championship, the Pirates can get in as an at-large.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet against UTSA or ECU, but just with how this conference has played out this season, anybody can beat anybody.
That is true. Kenny says 2 wins should get us in the dance. I'm about there.
Yeah.
Let's win a couple. Let's win it all, obviously. But
if we could take the pitching we had this past weekend into Clearwater, good Lord.
Well, they're bringing all the same players.
Well, I know, but like the quality of pitching. I mean, Ryan Towers, Ethan Norby, Luke Pat, I don't think anybody had less than 6 strikeouts. It was quite awesome. And Braden Bachman, he's come alive.
Pirates tend to, do well in Clearwater. We ran over the numbers last week. They have won it quite a bit and won the most games, and should put on another good show.
Absolutely.
Jamie says it's becoming normal. We bury the Pirates and they go on a run. Kenny says the hitting is the key. Got to keep the bats hot. Let's score double digits.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the case in a lot of these losses where it's just, hey, so-and-so had 12 strikeouts, but we only put up 2 runs and 3 hits.
Question for you, chat and otherwise. What grade would you give ECU regular season?
What was it, 33 wins?
33, 21-1, 17-10 in conference play.
Well, I had them winning about like 45, 50. So I'll say a C+.
What? Okay.
Hey, yeah, you got there.
Where?
2 seed.
Okay.
Co-conference champs.
All right.
There was a lot to figure out as well with the injuries and whatnot.
The standard is so high with ECU baseball that like an average season would be 35 wins, I would say. So I'm going to go C-.
C-.
Yep.
I'll take the plus off.
And you're going C.
Mm-hmm.
Conference 17-10. I feel like the standard is about 20 conference wins. So 20-7.
Yeah.
So again, I think C-. And again, that is, we grade on a curve. Usually that means you get bonus points. We take away points. You know what I'm saying? With ECU baseball, because our expectations are high. Jamie says Bogman should have started over Irby a while ago. Jamie's giving him a C+. Kenny says BTO was clutch this past weekend. Is that Bachman Turner Overdrive he's going with there? BTO. So there is your Pirate baseball. Where are we on national playoffs? We are at Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between Montreal and Buffalo. That means the Canes will not play until Thursday.
Jeez.
Montreal, Buffalo tonight. Winner taking on Carolina, who has had a long break. We are at Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Now, how competitive will this series be?
I have not been this excited about a playoff matchup maybe ever.
Come on.
This is amazing.
How?
It's the two best, like the two young up and coming, like the two that are going to run the NBA for the next 5 to 6 years.
Jared and I told you last year.
Yeah, when the Spurs weren't even in the play-in,
that's right,
that the West was over.
Yep, the West is over.
And I mean, look, this dates back to like under 18 Team USA versus Team France, and Chet beat Wemby, and Chet won the MVP, and Wemby's tearing his jersey and throwing a fit, and now they're back.
Well, that's what I want to see. I want to see. Will we see some hell? We saw Wemby throw an elbow last series.
Yeah.
Will we see a little fire here, you think?
I think so. I mean, the conference finals are the exact same as the Christmas Day matchups. Game 1 are the exact same. Spurs at Thunder, Cavs at Knicks. I'm excited for both, mainly because I've become just kind of a cynic of the East, and it's like I want to watch it burn. I want James Harden to win the whole thing.
That is gross.
We've never seen James Harden play playoff basketball in MSG. Like, that's going to be electric. Donovan Mitchell was always rumored to go to the Knicks. This is going to be fun.
I hate that I'm pulling for the Knicks.
Yeah, I don't think the Cavs stand a chance, but I said earlier to you and Glenn that like the funniest outcome is James Harden going on a tear, averaging 30, winning the finals and winning finals MVP.
Against the team that drafted him.
Yeah, the Thunder.
All right, there is that. Real quick, saw a movie this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
I saw Send Help.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So let's start with the negative. I almost turned it off. First scene.
Let me say okay, you go ahead.
First scene.
My negative was just like, we're supposed to believe Rachel McAdams is disgusting.
That is it. First scene, almost turned it off. I hate one of the most beautiful women in the world. Yeah. And look beyond the chicken salad, tuna salad on her face. Yeah. Or like her hair is not completely done or whatever. I hate that we're supposed to pretend one of the most attractive women ever is doesn't have any friends. Nobody wants to hang out with her.
Mm-hmm.
She is they make fun of her looks. They're disgusted by her. That took me out of the movie.
This and Crime 101 were kind of the same for me, but Send Help got a lot better after I had that gripe with it. Crime 101 is just like, I'm supposed to believe Chris Hemsworth can't get a girl. He's a loser, a loner, has no friends. This got like Chris Hemsworth, and it's the same with Rachel McAdams, where it's just like, cast an Uggo if you want me to.
Exactly.
If you want me to think that they're disgusting.
There are plenty of unattractive actors and actresses. Cast one of them. So, yeah, it pissed me off. Like the first 30 minutes of the movie, I was pissed off about that.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining. It didn't go how I thought it would go.
Yeah, me neither. I loved like the double turn where it's just like for the first half you're sympathizing with Rachel McAdams, and
we're just gonna spoil the movie.
You hate Dylan O'Brien. It's been out since January. I don't know. You've been living under a rock. You hate Dylan O'Brien, and then like halfway through you start sympathizing with Dylan O'Brien and hating Rachel McAdams.
But then
it double turns again. Sam Raimi is one of the best filmmakers.
While we're talking about it, I love
crazy dumb movies.
So she sets up her own office on the beach.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is this? I get that she's a Survivor fan and everything. And then the reveal of the house.
Yeah.
And how she got all that stuff.
See, I thought when she goes to the other side of the island, like they were going to be filming Survivor on that, on the other side.
And she murders Jeff Probst. No, it was a fun movie.
I saw it in the theaters, and it was a fun time. Other than the Hispanic family behind me talking nonstop.
Were they talking in Spanish?
It was 50-50.
Rachel McAdams, no bonita. Ugly. Oh, man. Send help. Hunter says, who should they have casted instead for the Uggo? Hunter's trying to get us in trouble.
Who's that one for the big girl from Pitch Perfect? She's not a good actor, so it wouldn't have been as good of a movie.
I'm Googling big girl from Pitch Perfect. Fat
Was
Amy.
it Leslie Jones from Saturday Night Live?
Okay. Some options. Yeah, nobody comes to mind really for me, but I'll get back to you on that, Hunter. Or cast her, but
they put some like prosthetics on. I mean, the makeup department had to have put in some work. Like, let's just make her look ugly.
But why even have that as a you can have the guy like sexually harass her or treat her different because she's a woman in the workforce.
Yeah.
Like, go that route. But the fact that she walks up to two people and they look at her and like look her up and down like you're talking to us, you Uggo. No reason to do that at all. Mike P said any of the lady Ghostbusters.
I think Leslie Jones, Melissa McCarthy.
Let's see. Okay, now
She's a doll.
Now we're
Come on.
just naming overweight women. That's not fair.
No. She was in the female Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters female cast.
Kate McKinnon.
Kristen Wiig is very attractive.
Yeah, let's not crap on Kristen Wiig.
Anyway. So yeah, I saw that. Argville, we know who that actually is, says the big lipped chick from Euphoria. I don't watch that. Lips so big they ruined a heist. All right, we should probably move on. Yeah. We'll talk to a big boy when we return. Mack McCarthy.
Yeah. What highlight was that Shirley was playing earlier?
Here comes the big boy.
Yeah.
We'll get to that when we have our Pirates in the Pros segment later on, because the Pirates were getting it done over the weekend. Carter Cunningham continuing to smash. Trey Savage pitching well. Shout out to Trey Savage. Great Nerfy on Friday. Had first and third with only one out. Got out of the jam.
Man.
That's how we do it. Great Nerfy. We'll take a break, come back. Coach Mack joins us when we return. We'll do some NASCAR talk because Jarrett's here and hadn't been in here in a few Mondays.
Yeah, All-Star race yesterday. I got some thoughts.
I have retrieved what I think is a number for an old ECU player in NASCAR.
Yes.
Although the player I retrieved it from, he was teammates. He said, this is what I had back in 2014. I don't know if it's still true. So hopefully he's kept the same number. But another pirate in NASCAR, Zico Pursuit. We're going to try to pursue him and get him on the show. Back with Mac when we return after these words.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aidan Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Looking for a zero-turn mower? Buy what the pros buy, where the pros buy at Ron Ayers Motorsports, your local authorized Hustler dealer. Shop the full lineup of Hustler residential zero-turn mowers, known for their reliability, speed, and heavy-duty build quality. Hustler mowers all feature thick fabricated decks, one-piece steel frames, and Hustler's trademark smooth track steering. Come see us today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is Ethan Norby, left-handed pitcher for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a place for lunch? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at $11. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Welcome back to the show on a Monday. Good to have Jared Watkins back with us for an hour. Get Coach Mack on in just a moment. Coming up Tuesday, it's Winner Tuesday. We're going to give away 2 prize packs. One that includes 2 tickets to a Down East Bird Dogs game and lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers. Another one that includes 2 tickets to a Down East Bird Dogs game and lunch for 2 at Chico's. So we've got 2 giveaways coming your way on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. Go see some Bird Dogs baseball.
Yes, sir. Devil Dogs, opening day, Friday.
You going?
I got a call about handicap seating. So maybe, and it's supposed to be bad storms all weekend, so maybe not.
Do you have can you park in handicap spots?
Through October.
Nice.
And I'll be good by July. So, I'll have a good couple months of non-handicapped parking.
You going to take advantage of that?
Absolutely.
Jeez.
What are you talking about? Jeez, they gave me the sticker. The DMV gave me the sticker.
But there's a difference between morality and legalities.
Every time I go somewhere, the handicap spot is empty. So might as well fill it up.
All right. There is.
And there's more than one.
More than one spot?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do when you get accosted by either people making a viral video or an old person being like, you don't need this? What are you going to say?
Take it up with the DMV who gave it to me through October.
Okay. There you go.
Not my problem.
Not your problem. Coach Mack joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Hello, Coach.
Hello, Cliff. How are you?
I am great, and we have Jarrett Watkins back with us after a...
Good. Welcome back, J-Bone.
Thank you, Mac. Good to be back.
Coach Mack, Jarrett has a temporary handicap pass for parking, and he says it runs through October. He says he will continue to use it after he is fully healthy until his time expires. How do you feel about that?
I hate those people. I don't like it. I'm sorry. You're disappointing me, Jarrett. No, you shouldn't.
Right.
And I'm not for it at all.
Okay. There we go. Does that change your mind at all? Do you?
It changes my mind on telling people. I'm going to do that.
That's a good point. I tell you what. Let's start with. I will mention Mac. ECU baseball is. Well, they're conference champions. That's what the American tweeted out. Co-champions with UTSA. UTSA owns the tiebreaker, so ECU is the 2 seed in the tournament. They are firmly on the bubble. We talked about it last week, Mac. They were on the right side of the bubble on a couple of publications. I saw the wrong side on the other, so still need to get some wins here. But much like Pirate baseball tends to do, they play good baseball at the right time.
Yeah, and isn't it crazy? And we talked about this a little bit last week, but my goodness, the opinions of ECU baseball are more up and down than the stock market. It's incredible, and there's no in between. There's no middle ground. They either have no clue of what they're doing, they're awful, and Cliff doesn't have a clue, or he's brilliant, and we've got the best baseball program that nobody talks about in the country. One of the two.
I mean, that's kind of how it's looked this season, though. I mean, they
have been pretty erratic.
6-0, and then 1-5, and I'm just glad that they got it going here towards the end with, pretty good guys off the bench. Kalinich and Bachman doing pretty well.
And Mac, I believe I saw.
That's why you judge a season on its whole, though.
Yeah, but we can't do that here.
Well, even if you look at it as a whole, it's still the up and down like Mac, the fan base has been.
Mac, let's say you're right with what you just said. No, I'm not going to watch a whole Commander season and just watch the game. They score a touchdown. I'm not going to react because I want to see how the season plays out. No, man. I got to be. It's all in the moment.
Well, we have to do that.
But I'm saying even as a fan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to react to every single second of every play. I can't.
React. React is the right word, not overreact.
Okay. I'm going to overreact.
Yeah, absolutely. These teams.
That is much easier said than done, Mac. Let me just say that.
Yeah, I guess.
These teams determine my mental health.
Yeah, and I know that's unhealthy.
Show judged. I feel like you're show judged by every faux pas.
Ugh, that wouldn't be good. Would not be good at all.
Think?
We just throw Carter under the bus.
Yeah, we'll find somebody to throw under the bus. Mac, I believe I saw your Virginia Tech Hokie softball team had like an epic comeback, but they're also out of the tournament. Is that right?
Yeah. I actually went up to the ACC championship game in Charlottesville, and they got beat 2-1 by Florida State, and they had a really good regular season, and they did well against good teams. They were 6-0 against the SEC until they got into the tournament. Then they lost 2 to LSU. That stuff. They had a really good season. The guy's done a great job there. He's been to the NCAA maybe every year that he's been there, all but one, maybe the first year or something. But they're pretty darn good. And the Pirates played for the championship, right?
Yes, they did. Shane Winkler's got them like advancing further and further every year. It is a gradual growth, and this year got to the championship but fell to Derek Brooks's daughter in South Florida, unfortunately.
Yeah, he did a good job at Charleston Southern, then GW, and he has gradually built the thing there at East Carolina. So good for Shane.
Yeah, and hoping he sticks around, and he is excited about the future here and continuing to grow. Let's talk some NASCAR because Jared hadn't been here in a while. And real quick, Mac, I had on Kendall Futrell last week on the show. He is a former Pirate, and he's a local kid, so I always pull for those guys. Went to South Central High School down the road, and had a cup of coffee with like the Texans and Bengals, and then played a little CFL, and then was in the real world, had a real world job, like all the rest of us. But he said his girlfriend's brother was involved in Team Penske, and he went to a wedding, and like some Team Penske higher ups were there. And this tells you how different he looks than me and you and Jarrett and the normal folk. I guess they took one look at him in a suit and said, "Hey man, you ever thought about being a jackman or being on a NASCAR team?" And his answer was no. And but he goes to check it out, and now he is in year 2 as a jackman on Team Penske, working with the trucks, trying to work his way up, and just talked about how he loved being back on a team and being in that athletic atmosphere, and he loves it. And I said, "Don't lie to me, Kendall. How many races did you watch between ages 0 and 20?" And he said, "I ain't gonna lie, maybe 1 or 2." And I think that was a lie. The answer is 0. But it's kind of cool to see the shift, Mac, of guys who get into NASCAR now, and he says he loves it.
It's incredible, the number of former athletes. There's always been some, but now the teams are dominated. 75, 80, 90% of a team, played, some sport, some college sport, or at least have athletics in their background. But I tell you where and I've been paying attention to it all along. But goodness gracious, when they introduced the teams at the All-Star race the other day, it was unreal how massive these guys were. Used to be maybe the gas man and maybe the jack man, but the others were, and of course the others, still are smaller, athletic, that kind of thing. But there were more huge people, and of course it's even more dramatic because the drivers are so tiny.
All right, yeah, there's that too, and that I bring that up because Jared said, "Were you watching the All-Star race when you saw?"
I was watching qualifying for the All-Star race.
Zico Pursuit, former Pirate tight end, and he had to play tailback because we were so injured one year. He is on Hosevar's team.
Yeah, he's the fuel guy for Carson Hosevar.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get him on. So Mac sounded like he was okay with an All-Star race in Dover. How about you, Jared?
I didn't like that it was in Dover. You're taking a points race away from Dover. I just don't like the setup. I don't like how Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott didn't get to race in the main event of it. I'm not a fan of the All-Star race. It just kind of makes no sense to me.
Man, I missed you, Jarrett. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Mac, how about you were okay with it being there? How about after the fact? What did you think of the racing?
Well, no, I was okay with it being there, but again, they change the format every year, and I don't know what they're chasing with the format. That seems like all the different formats they've had in my lifetime, that one of them was bound to be a pretty good idea, and they keep changing it, and for the reason that Jared mentioned, this format did not work. When you have all-stars who don't get to race in the all-star race because of the format, it's a failure, and it sounded like a good idea. But and then that was complicated by the fact that it was at Dover, where this is likely to happen. But at the same time, you're going to get exciting racing at Dover too. So that's why I was okay with the All-Star race itself being at Dover. But the format failed this time. It failed NASCAR, sadly, and it was an exciting day, but it just wasn't a fair way to do it. Again, if you're an All-Star, you ought to be able to race in the All-Star race.
Yeah, and I thought the racing was actually really good, but it just kind of, there's so many breaks with these 3 segments that once it felt like it was getting going and I was locked into it, it's like, all right, it's over, we're taking a break.
There we go. Jared Watkins, Mack McCarthy on the All-Star race. For the upcoming Coke 600, this is like an all-time barbecue, grill out, hang out with your buddies race, right?
Yeah.
Do you like the race itself?
Yeah, if it doesn't get rained out, which seems to happen a lot. I like to move the Prime. I think the Prime broadcast was great last year. I'm excited for it to be off Fox now again. I'm excited for it. We'll be watching it Sunday.
What do you think, Mac? Do you like this race?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's an ultimate kind of test of man and machine, not to overstate it, but to go that long. And of course, the cars and engines are almost bulletproof anymore. It's not like it used to be, but it's still a big test for the teams and to build that car, to build that engine, and everything that goes along with that. In addition to the in and out, and of course the race changes a million times. And there's some riding around, honestly, during the thing, but I won't miss a second of it.
Mac, I got a question. I've been watching a lot of Truck Series and O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series lately. They're just it's so much more exciting. It's so much more thrilling than the Cup Series. And I normally never watch Watkins Glen, but since I was laid up in the bed, I watched the O'Reilly Series at Watkins Glen, and I was like, I've never enjoyed a road course as much as I enjoyed that. Like, what do they need to do in the Cup Series to get that excitement from these lower series there?
Well, the sad answer is shorten the races. That's the main reason those races are more exciting, in my opinion. But I don't know that we'll ever see that because they've got X number of commercial spots they've got to sell to make their financial goal and that kind of thing. And fans, if you pay for a ticket and you keep shortening races, pretty soon they're going to want to know why they're paying the same price or more for lesser entertainment. But they fit in those windows. Same reason that softball right now in the NCAA is way more exciting than baseball in a lot of instances because of it fits in that 2-hour window, and of course we're talking more about a 3-hour window now, but with the races. But the trucks have always been the most exciting, but a lot of it has to do with the urgency that is created by a shorter race.
Mack McCarthy joining us. Anything else on NASCAR before we take a break?
How excited are you for the broadcast to be off of Fox now, Mac?
Well, I don't hate Boyer and Harvick. I think analyst-wise, they are good. I think Larry McReynolds, considering the fact that he slays the King's English every week and is an embarrassment to English teachers all over America, still brings value. But I'm okay with the change overall. Joy, I'm not that big a fan of for sure, and I can do without some of that. But I think the change is good and gives you something to compare and contrast and a little bit different point of view.
All right, there we go. Let's take a break. We'll come back more with Coach Mack, Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Jared Watkins back in the First Flight Credit Union studios, and we are back with you after this timeout.
Hey, O's fans, kick off your weekend with Party at the Yard, presented by Coors Light. Every Friday home game, hit the Coors Light Roof Deck and Legends Park for happy hour featuring $5 12-ounce Coors Lights when gates open until 1 hour after first pitch. Enjoy live music, photo ops, and entertainment all night long. And welcome a special guest splasher who will keep the good vibes going in the bird bath. Party with the O's on Fridays. Visit Orioles.com/party at the yard.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
This May, it's the big spring sales event at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive into spring with huge savings across the lot. Take 10% off MSRP on the 2026 Chrysler Pacifica, perfect for the whole family. Or score 1.9% for 72 months on the 2026 Jeep Compass. And truck buyers, don't miss out. Get 4.9% for 84 months, plus no payments for 90 days on Ram 1500. These deals won't last. Spring savings are heating up now. Come see us today at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Jared Watkins here for another 15 minutes or so. Coach Mack on the Turner Home Team Live line. Did you hear my chat with Greg Hudson last week?
No.
Okay. Coach Mack, who is the odds-on favorite to win the college football championship this upcoming season?
Texas.
Texas is right behind them at plus 700. Jared, you want to take a guess?
I got 2. I'll go with the kind of in the woods one, Miami.
The U is plus 1,200. Coming in at plus 600.
Ohio State.
Notre Dame.
How?
Notre Dame.
No.
Mac, who is the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy this upcoming football season?
Arch.
Arch is just behind this favorite.
Julian Sayin.
Julian Sayin is surprisingly a little further down at plus 1,300. The answer is C.J. Carr from Notre Dame.
What the hell is going on?
What do you think, Mac? Now, I looked at Notre Dame's schedule, and they will be in the playoffs.
It's a cupcake like always.
It's even more cupcakeier. They do play Miami, but it's later in the year. But, man, they've got a breeze to the – they will not have that September slip-up this year. Now, I didn't think they'd lose to, Northern Illinois a couple years ago.
Almost lost to Marshall.
But, Mac, what do you think about the Notre Dame love?
think it's all because of Pope Leo.
Okay.
That's why the White Sox are doing good.
There we go.
Yeah, and the Cup.
There's the reason for the season. But yeah, the names you said, and Arch and Jeremiah Smith, all those names. And Ohio State's right behind them. Notre Dame's plus 600, Ohio State plus 650.
Where did you see this?
This is on a gambling app.
Okay, well, that's not going to be the Vegas odds.
I mean,
Guarantee.
What do you mean the Vegas odds? There's different books.
I'm talking about the actual books out there. That's not going to be the way it is.
Okay. I mean, yeah, look up MGM. See what it is, Jared. I feel like Mac's coming at me right now. But yeah, I mean, that's all scheduled. Ohio State, Indiana. What you got?
Notre Dame is not the favorite for MGM. It is Ohio State.
Where's Notre Dame?
Yeah.
They are tied third with Oregon and Texas.
See?
Told you.
You read some clickbait.
I'm not right. I'm reading it from a app, a gambling app that you can bet on.
ECU plus 800 to win the American.
Do it. What do you think about Indiana, Mac? Are they here to stay?
I think they'll be good, but I think they'll take a step back. Those other schools, Michigan and Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, year in and year out, what he's done has been amazing. Can he continue it at that level? I have doubts. Sorry, Jamie.
When is, I don't know, Lincoln Riley and USC going to make a playoff and make some noise?
Never. Should have been fired
this year.
What'd you say, Mac?
Make the playoffs this year. They'll make the playoffs.
All right. There we go. A little bold prediction here in May. We'll do some more bold predictions later. But
I don't know. He just named 5 teams better than Indiana. USC wasn't one of them. I don't think they got a shot, really.
Let's look at their schedule.
I take Iowa over USC.
Because we got to do this every year, Mac, and I enjoy doing it with you. We got to look at the schedules and see who they play and where they play and when they play. Non-conference.
We're in May, I think.
Yeah. Well, what else you want to talk about?
The parking pass.
Non-con. Fresno, Louisville.
0-2.
They got Oregon at home. They are on the road at Penn State. Should we care about Penn State?
You just named 4 losses.
They are on the road at Camp Randall, Wisconsin.
Loss.
I mean, I don't like them going east to anybody. They got Ohio State at home.
Loss.
They're at Indiana.
Loss.
Max got them in the playoffs. You got them 4-8.
Yeah, dude.
The hate is coming through.
Yes.
Goodness.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Lincoln Riley.
An Oklahoma fan or something?
No, I didn't like him at Oklahoma.
Did you like him here? You're not one of those fifth quarter callers that wanted to fire Lincoln Riley back in the day, were you?
No, I wasn't listening to the fifth quarter.
Okay.
Wasn't really even watching ECU football back then.
All right, good.
Oh, my goodness.
I was like, what, 8? Grew up in Raleigh, man. I was watching the Pack.
The Pack. Jeez.
Tom O'Brien and the boys, man.
T.O.B. Yeah, that's a football coach. All right, well, a little. There's some too early college football talk for you.
Yeah.
Because Mac, as I told Mike Maniscalco, he said you were a good guy, by the way, and I agreed.
He was here and just starting to make a name for himself.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
When I got here.
Yeah, I said he was in Richmond. But I said Mac is a great guy, one of the best. And then I said, well, Buddy doesn't watch hockey, so screw Mac. Mac, Canes and either Canadians or Sabres will get underway game 1 Thursday. Can we get you to at least watch a face-off or something?
Semifinals. Yeah, just tell me when they're playing sometime, and I'll watch one.
All right.
He's not going to watch it at home. He's actually sounding the siren.
If they get Mack McCarthy to sound the siren in Raleigh, that would be awesome. And then you got NBA Finals begin. Jared said he's more excited about this Spurs-Thunder matchup
than any other playoff matchup in recent memory.
Memory.
Obviously, there's like the 2016 Finals, but...
Is that enough to get you to watch this, Mac?
Well, you got the best 2 players in the league playing. No, I'm not going to watch it, but I'll watch the highlights and pay attention to scores. But you got the best 2 players in the league playing against each other. That should be fun.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm thrilled.
Cavs, Knicks. That sounds like a series that could go 6 games.
I think at 4 or 5.
Cavs are great at home. Didn't they get blown out at home in game 6?
Yeah.
They were great at home.
Yeah.
Whoever wins is going to get beat in the championship anyway. Not even close.
All right. So the West will win the title. Mac, have you watched Widow's Bay yet?
I have not, although it's in the queue.
Man.
I'm ready to go.
Episode 4. I watched it Friday when I got home. One of the best television episodes I've watched in a long time. That is, I hadn't been as excited about a show as I am for Widow's Bay maybe since like Westworld season 1.
Wow.
I was really into that.
I watched the show over my 2 week.
2.
Go ahead, Mac.
I'm sorry. I have watched 2 since we talked. One called Legends and one called Liaison, and both were outstanding.
I've heard Legends is good. What is Liaison on?
Oh, shit. You know I don't know. I come all.
All right, I'll Google it.
Yeah.
I watched.
Tell us about the dumb show you watched here.
It was dumb. R-rated sitcom. Mike Epps, Wanda Sykes, The Upshaws.
What?
Apparently, this thing went 7 seasons on Netflix.
Oh my
It
God.
ended this January. I watched all 70 plus episodes within like a span of 4 days.
I hate you because
I could not sleep.
You're a movie guy.
Yeah.
So I bring up all these great shows and you haven't seen them, but you choose to watch those. Like, there's so many great television
So I
shows.
got back from the emergency room and I watched All About the Benjamins because that was on Netflix. Ice Cube and Mike
What are you
Epps.
on a Mike Epps run?
And then I was like, man, I want to see some more Mike Epps. And so I just typed in Mike Epps on Netflix and it was like, hey, here's 70 plus episodes of Mike Epps. It's like, I'm in.
You Day-Day's cousin. All right, Mike Epps. I'm glad we have one Mike Epps fan. In
Last Friday,
2026.
coming spring 2027. That news broke yesterday.
Another Friday movie?
Last Friday.
Jeez.
Ice Cube and Mike Epps, no Chris Tucker.
All right.
Now, were you all Yellowstone fans?
I watched it. I was somewhat of a fan.
I heard the new stuff is good with Rip and Beth.
The first episode didn't do it for me, but
Okay.
there's some new folks in there, Annette Bening and some other well-known people.
Ed Harris.
And that it gets better. The Marshalls was an absolute dud in my mind. It was another spinoff, but I'm going to give the Dutton Ranch another try.
I'm a Landman guy because I like Billy Bob. So
Oh, love Landman.
yeah, I'm ready for another season of that. All right, TV Talk with Mac. Good to have you back, J-Bone,
Yes,
joining
sir.
this conversation.
I enjoyed my hour here.
Mac, we are off next Monday, so we'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
Okay. Jared, glad you're okay. Glad you're back. Don't use that pass unless you have to.
I got you. I won't. Thanks for the talking.
Appreciate it.
There we go. Some great advice from Mack McCarthy here on a Monday. All right, J-Bone. We'll see you when we see you.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
That'll be tomorrow.
First hour, and then that's probably it for the week.
And the Brian Bailey Show.
Yeah, try not to overdo it.
All right. Good deal. We'll take a break, come back, hour 2. Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton. We'll talk some Pirate baseball when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after these words.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Hey, Pirate friends, it's Rhonda from Russell's, and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O's Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise, for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
May is Celebration Month at Basil's in Greenville, and we're celebrating all ECU graduates. Stop in today and check out Basil's new specialty menu, packed with bold, flavorful dishes like shrimp tacos, taco salad, chipotle chicken pasta, and taco pizza. Plus, don't miss our weekly specials, $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. And of course, all your Basil's favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting pirates.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On June 19th, country hitmaker Cole Swindell brings his chart-topping catalog to the stage. Don't miss a night of high-energy country music at Carolina Crossroads. For tickets, visit carolinacrossroadsamp.com.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other two locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. You can grab your amigos and head to Chico's for a Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday, which is a huge 38-ounce lime margarita. On Wednesdays, Mexican imports are $3.49. On Thursdays, it's half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Can we put up a... Can y'all put up a Facebook poll and we can talk about it in hour 3? What grade would you give ECU's regular season? Tell Shirley or Glenn or somebody to put that out.
What grade? What now?
ECU finished the regular season 33-21-1. Co-regular season champions. What grade would you give the Pirates during their regular season?
And what was the final record, please?
33-21-1.
21-1. Okay.
What grade would you give the Pirates during the regular season?
And you want that on Facebook, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm on it.
I'm sure that'll get some comments. We will talk about the Pirate baseball team right now because joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line is the Hall of Famer and former ECU coach, now on the broadcast, Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton, joining us here on a Monday. Coach O, how you doing?
Really good. Thanks, Clip.
Absolutely. We appreciate your time here on a Monday as we get ready for the American Baseball Tournament. And, boy, the Pirates finishing strong with a sweep over FAU, Coach O. What all went right for the Pirates the final regular season weekend? What did you see that you liked?
Well, the Pirates really put it all together. I think we all know that they have been seeking, since the injuries earlier in the year, they have been seeking starters to complement Ethan Norby, and a couple of guys have really surfaced over the last few weeks. I think Cliff Godwin has been really patient with them and in finding and identifying those roles, but that's one. And the offense, the way the offense performed, especially the DH position, but position players just playing outstanding baseball. There were no flaws in the game whatsoever over the weekend, and as Cliff even said in one of his pregame remarks during the weekend, how this may have been the best baseball that the Pirates have played all year, and he's certainly proud of the way they're headed into the conference tournament on a roll.
Pirates finished 33-21-1 in the regular season, 17-10 in league play. And Cliff Godwin and previous coaches like yourself as well, and certainly Coach LeClaire and others have set the standard so high that sometimes 33 wins isn't good enough for some fans. And Coach O, I know you look at it different than fans and people like me do. So when you see 33-21-1, 17-10 in conference play, you factor in things that happened off the field with injuries for ECU. How do you kind of summarize the season? You know, good, bad, mediocre? How would you say it played out for East Carolina in the regular season?
Well, I don't think there's any question that there have been ups and downs. And you mentioned the injuries, and of course, those are things that we don't like to see, and we really don't even reflect back on that much. Because that's probably the negative aspect of the season, in that we had lost players due to injury. But on the positive side, there are certainly players that have stepped up, players who have stepped forward and made strides throughout the year, and that's only made the team that much better. And one other factor that's of a very positive note, when you look at the metrics of this ECU team, and you see that the strength of schedule is 44, and that the non-conference RPI is 29, that simply means that we were playing all the right teams and beating many of them. So although the record doesn't shine by any means, I mean, when you say 33 wins by ECU standards, probably we all want and expect a little higher, but at the same time, there were some very quality opponents and very quality wins in those 33 victories as well. So yeah, it's been a little up and down. I don't think there's any question, but at the same time, there are a lot of positives that we can focus on.
Dr. Gary Overton joining us, Coach O, the East Carolina RPI on NCAA.com. This is D1, I believe, and it's got East Carolina at 45, so that is up from the 50s from last week, which is certainly good. And we were compiling all the projections last week after the series lost to Rice, and D1 Baseball had East Carolina as its last team in the field of 64. I think it was USA Today had East Carolina as their next to last team in. Baseball America and On 3 had ECU missing the field of 64. So we were and probably still right there on the bubble. You were talking about some metrics there, Coach O, and your best guess. Do you feel like ECU, and there's still baseball to be played, which is a good thing. We can still go out there and earn our way in with a conference tournament win. But do you think right now, if the seeding was set, East Carolina would be in the field of 64?
Well, I really feel that ECU is squarely on the bubble from a metric standpoint. Now, of course, we have the committee all focus on or all have a different agenda. We all know that every committee member is different in the room. So, and some which factor in their regions, some factor in their conferences. Some factor in opponents that they play and things of that nature. So, but the committee is comprised of each of the regions of the country. So it's a very fair committee, and it's very justly done. But I do think the Pirates are squarely on the bubble, and much like you said, let's hope the Pirates win 3 consecutive games, and then our RPI is moot. It matters not what it was or is, but where it stands on Sunday night, where it stands after the conclusion of conference play is what really matters. So there can be some fluctuation, and you're right, at 45 right now, that can go up or down, obviously, depending on not just wins, but how many wins are achieved in the tournament, as well as possible losses, and let's hope that doesn't take place. But should it come down to a committee decision, then I think between UTSA and ECU, at this point, I think ECU holds a slight edge there because of those metrics that are that we talk about that are involved, especially the strength schedule and the non-conference RPI, and that doesn't fall well for UTSA.
Yeah.
So where ECU stands right now, I think is in a good place, but you never want to put it into a committee's hands, and the Pirates don't have to do that. They can win it on the field, and that's what we all have our hopes on right now.
Yes, sir. Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton joining us. Something else to add to the resume. I know UTSA won the head-to-head series, but East Carolina co-champions, and they will be the 2 seed in the American tournament. Real quick, Coach, I wanted to ask you about this, and East Carolina. I'm still waiting on a Campbell win, a win over the Campbell Camels. They have had our number and hadn't played that game late in the year the past few years, and saw the NCAA sent out a letter saying that basically if teams canceled games for non-weather reasons, it could hurt them in the selection process. Now, I don't know if this is just a stern warning, but or how it would even factor into things, and if the committee's going to look at this stuff. But Coach O, just kind of your overall thought of these games not being played late in the year. A lot of them seem to be for RPI purposes. I'm sure some of them are weather related, but just your thoughts on this trend in college baseball.
Well, no coach wants to see any games canceled, and that includes coaches who are actually doing that. And I think there are other factors as well, too, Clip, not just for RPI purposes. And the committee very wisely sent that out. The NCAA did submit that for purposes to not let the issue get out of hand. And in so doing, we mentioned RPI purposes, but let's remember that there might be needs for pitchers to rest.
Right.
It could be important series coming up that would not just keep a team in or out of the field, so to speak, but how it might apply to the upcoming conference tournament. And when I say players that need to rest, whether it be arms, whether it be pitching, even in some cases, position players that maybe have had to double up due to rescheduled rainouts from the past, things of that nature. So there's more than just 1 or 2 issues involved with the cancellations of the game, but I don't think any coach really wants to cancel games. And as a former coach, I see it as something that doesn't or shouldn't be done unless it absolutely has to be done. But there are cases where it just might be needed, but I'm not in favor of it, no.
Dr. Gary Overton joining us. I'm also almost nervous to bring this up, Coach. We're seeing expansion in college basketball, men's and women's, and potentially more expansion in the college football playoff. Seems like that the college baseball has it right with the regional sites and 4 teams to each region. It's a great number. It works out. The bracket's beautiful. Everything should stay the same. But you have seen all the changes in the world of sports over the years. Any talk of baseball expansion, or is everybody happy where it is right now, Coach?
After we saw the expansion in basketball, I think there were some whispers of what could happen in baseball, but from all indications, if at all, that's quite a ways away for baseball. I think baseball is very pleased with where the 64-team format falls. Each conference champion has the opportunity, and not only having been rewarded for being that conference champion, but to play for a national title, as does at-large teams that richly deserve that opportunity. But at 64, I think baseball is very pleased where it is, and I think that will stay for a while. But yeah, there have been some whispers as to could it happen.
Coach O, UCLA finishing the regular season at 48-6, 18-1 on the road. They finished their conference play with just one loss, which is crazy. They, in all your years, who else had such a dominant regular season that you can recall? Because 48-6, about as good as I've seen. Maybe there has been better, and I don't follow college baseball as closely as I do college football and college basketball. So where does this rank as far as regular seasons go?
That's certainly near the top. There have been a couple of teams over the many years that were pretty close before there was a limit on games, which is 56 at this point now, and has been for quite some time. Before that, there were a few with marquee players. I can remember a team in the 60s that Arizona State, actually, with 6 losses on the season, with Reggie Jackson on that club.
Oh, wow.
Monday. yeah, some certainly some large names. But and of course that was a club that didn't win the national title that year, but did, I think, a couple of years later. So there have been teams like that in the past, but this is not normal, and this is a UCLA club that is very well balanced with, again, we just mentioned a couple of past players, but again, a couple of players that I think you'll hear about in pro ball later on. But yeah, it's moving to the Big Ten has not altered what they do. They still have, as we all know, Southern Cal and Washington and Oregon, 2 really good clubs. 3 really good clubs on the West Coast. But it's been a special season for them too. And I think they would tell you that they feel, the question you ask, they feel that they have been one of the better clubs in the history of college baseball.
Man, yeah, just very impressive. My Braves are tearing it up in Major League Baseball, Coach O, 32-15, and still a long ways to go. But all that regular season guarantees you nothing when you get in the postseason. And as a coach, is it a good thing or bad thing that if you're UCLA, you reel off all these wins, and then you're put into single and double elimination tournaments where you can get knocked out? It's kind of, I guess, it's the beauty of baseball. Unless you're UCLA, it's hey, can we win a championship for what we've accomplished so far? But it's one of them things, I guess, if you're a baseball coach.
It really is. There's always that possibility, and you never want to think about it.
Yeah.
At the same time, to answer your question, you want to have won as much as possible going in, because you feel like there is momentum. In the back of a coach's mind, he's thinking, we haven't had a down moment this year. Let's hope there's not one. Or as some people would call it, a slump, but not to be when it comes to wins and losses. And you just want to have won as much as you possibly can, but the focus is what's so important as to, and I think Cliff Godwin does this better than anyone, and that is to focus on what you and only you are doing right now, not what other clubs do, not what could happen, not what might happen, but to be the best you can be at the moment.
Coach O, we got the American Baseball Tournament beginning on Wednesday. So where are you and the Pirates right now? And East Carolina doesn't play until Friday. So what does Monday through Thursday look like for ECU baseball?
Well, we're still in Boca Raton from the Florida Atlantic Series, and we will bus over to Clearwater tomorrow morning on Tuesday morning, and we will join the remainder of the conference teams who are coming in during this same time frame. Obviously, there are teams with a single bye this year and teams with like ECU, or another team like ECU with a double bye that doesn't play until Friday. The two teams with single byes play on Thursday, and then all others begin on Wednesday. So by tomorrow, all teams will be in Clearwater, and the Pirates will be there tomorrow afternoon.
Do you like the format? I know Cliff Godwin even has been vocal about the format of the conference tournament over the past few years. Now this is more rewarding regular season success, and if you're a conference like the American, you want to try to get your best teams in the field of 64, and this is giving opportunities for East Carolina, UTSA, even UAB and Rice, who get single byes, a chance to get closer to that championship. So do you like the move to this format, Coach O?
Yeah, definitely. And I think you have a better chance of putting a true champion from the league in. Those two reasons that you just mentioned a moment ago are obvious reasons. You're exactly right. And for a conference to get their best champion in, yes. But also following your lead just a moment ago as well, I think the team that wins it is better suited to play its best baseball the following weeks in postseason play versus having to go through a very grueling tournament, and particularly if you fell in a loser's bracket and ended up having to win 5 games in a tournament, it can be really tough. It can take its toll on a team in subsequent weeks, particularly the next week, which is a regional, and the following if it's a super regional. So, yes, this tournament format is very fair, and it's more conducive to teams that will represent the conference more fashionable way.
Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton joining us. Coach, appreciate you joining us on this Monday, coming off a great weekend of Pirate baseball, and looking forward to more at the end of this week. We appreciate it. Are you going to be on the call for these tournament games?
Yes.
All right, excellent. We'll be listening to you, and make sure you wear your sunscreen down there, Coach O.
Yes, sir.
It's hot here. I bet it's hot there too, right?
Clip, Saturday afternoon at Florida Atlantic was really hot. It was.
Well, maybe the balls will be flying out. I appreciate you, Coach. We'll talk to you again soon.
Clip, thanks so much.
All right, the Hall of Famer, Dr. Gary Overton, joining us. Sorry, Jamie, I saw you putting questions for Coach O. Those questions were asked by me earlier today, this morning, in fact, as we recorded with Coach O. But he will be live on the Brian Bailey Show Tuesday at noon. So if I didn't ask anything that you won't ask, you can chime in there on YouTube. And I'll probably forget, Jamie. So, yeah, I need you back in the chat tomorrow at noon to ask those questions, and Bailey will pass them along for you, as he will be talking baseball coming up Tuesday at noon. We'll take a break, come back, talk more baseball. We'll get Wyatt Lundsford-Shenkman's thoughts on these current Pirates, and also talk about his year and how he's pitching with the Mariners organization in High A. Got that on the way. Hour 2 still to come. Our Pirates in the Pros update. A lot of Pirates getting it done over the weekend. And DB, Danny Beal, going to join us on the show as well. More to go, Pirate Radio. Also, we put out a Facebook poll. What grade would you give the Pirates in their regular season in 2026? And we'll talk about some of that, too. As we move along in the show, right now a B seems to be the popular pick amongst the voters. We'll have more for you, PRL, on a Monday after this.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Jeff Stein here, back at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. And check this out, Pirate fans. We got Envision, Buick, Encore GX, Vistas and Enclaves, all at 0.9% and up to $2,250 off. For service, we've got buy 3 tires, get 1 for $1, only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Vacation should be about relaxing, not wondering about what's happening back home.
With SCI Technologies, you don't have to. Your property is protected from every angle. Cameras watching, fire protection, the alerts are there before a small problem becomes a big one.
And if something does happen, you know instantly. A motion alert, a quick glance at your phone, and you're back to relaxing.
Because real security doesn't just protect your property, it protects your peace of mind. So go ahead, unplug, unwind, and enjoy the trip.
We've got the rest.
SCI Technologies, protecting what matters no matter where you are.
The new Papa John's oven toasted sandwiches are here. Try the Philly cheesesteak, chicken bacon ranch, and steak and mushroom starting at just $7.99. Chef-crafted oven toasted sandwiches filled with fresh toppings, melty sharp cheese, and savory sauces on ciabatta bread, brushed with special garlic sauce, and toasted. Available for pickup or delivery. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and I'm listening to the Wheelin' Dealin', the limousine riding, jet flying son of a gun, Pirate Radio. Woo! Yeah!
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington has everything you need for game day or any other day for men and women, whether it's dress, casual, or even a formal occasion. Russell's has you covered, and they are completely remodeled, which means more stuff for you to buy. Russell's has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years with quality clothing and personal service. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington, a proud part of Pirates supporting Pirates. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. DB, Danny Beal, going to talk some Pirate baseball with us later on in the program. We'll have our Pirates in the Pros. Do a On This Day in Sports, presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. But right now, we will talk to a former Pirate pitcher, now in the Mariners organization, Wyatt Lundsford-Shenkman. Great reliever here at East Carolina, and he's healthy, he's pitching, and the numbers are looking good so far this year. We'll talk about that and more. Here's my chat with Wyatt. Joining us on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate righty, now with the Mariners organization. We'll catch up with Wyatt Lundsford-Shenkman. Wyatt, great to catch up, man. How you doing?
Doing great. Can't complain. Playing baseball for a living.
Hell yeah, not bad, not bad.
Absolutely.
I know Monday's an off day. Where are you at currently? Where are you at right now?
I'm in my apartment. We're in Everett, Washington, so we're about 20 minutes above Seattle. So,
are most of the teams you're playing out there West Coast, Northwest? Is it pretty much all out there?
Yeah. We play. I think we got 2 teams in Oregon, a couple teams in Washington, and then obviously one team in Vancouver.
Have you faced Carter Cunningham and that bunch at all?
Yeah. We actually just got back last night. We played them last week. I think we split the series 3-3. So good week for sure.
All right. I know he's been playing well. I know you've been pitching well, Wyatt. We'll go over your numbers real quick. 2-0 isn't bad in 11 appearances, and the 2.12 ERA. Good strikeout number at 18, 14 walks. I guess that's probably a ratio you want to see a little bit better. But overall, how you feeling about your year so far?
Yeah, man, I'm just excited to be healthy. You know, obviously the back end of my junior year at ECU into last year, only playing like the last month. So just being healthy, you know, getting out there and playing, it's just been fun.
What was the layoff like? I mean, those are tough, man. We're talking to Rajay Harris right now, who's going through another injury. His season ended in the UFL, and just the mindset. Like I think the first time he went through an injury, he said the mental part of it was a big piece. Now he's got that under control. It's all about the physical part. So how about for you, trying to get back?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to just stick to your process in rehab, especially like. You know you're going to get back. Obviously, I was blessed where it wasn't a surgery and it wasn't some extended time, but just stick to the process. You know, that's the biggest thing. It's a lot of long days. Like you're kind of just sitting there doing nothing in Arizona. It's 100 degrees. So you're just kind of spending time wherever you can, you know, focus on the mental side and then physical side. You know, when you're allowed to do more, you continue to keep getting better at that.
And you're always trying to get better, even if you can't do something physically. So, like, could you say right now, I'm better at this, or I'm improved at this, I learned this during my off time? Like, anything stand out there for you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when I was there, I had like 2 to 3 hours of like that physical work, like working out, getting like my rehab stuff in. And then the rest of the day, you can kind of just watch baseball. You know, you talk to the other guys that are in the same situation as you. So you find a way to stay busy, and you find a way to continue to work on the small things.
What if we see you and your delivery from the mound? How similar would it look to your ECU days, and how different would it look? Anything different you're doing now that you weren't doing here?
Pretty much the same. You know, still kind of got that rock when I'm in the windup. Maybe a little bit different out of the stretch, just trying to be a little bit more athletic, but pretty much the same. Yeah.
Talked to guys like I think Groves, and we talked to another reliever where, you know, when you're when you're a starter, you kind of know your day, and then the rest of the days you're chilling watching baseball. When you're a reliever, you got to be ready. Although whoever we talked to said you don't go back-to-back days. How about with you, Wyatt? Do you always have to be ready throughout the week? Will you go back-to-back days, or one on, one off?
We have pitch counts and limits and that kind of stuff. No back-to-back days. We kind of have certain amount of pitches that will dictate the amount of rest that we get. But when you're hot that day, you got to be ready. So you could be hot Tuesday through Thursday, throw on Thursday, maybe get a day off, and then you're hot for the weekend, or just kind of depends. It all varies. Life of a reliever.
Life of a reliever. How about the life of a minor league baseball player? How's the travel, the meals, the day-to-day? How's that going for you?
The travel hasn't been too bad. I think our longest road trip's probably like 6 hours down to Eugene where we play. We get the mornings to ourselves, which is really nice. And obviously you get Monday the whole day. But, you kind of just find your routine, make breakfast, head over to the field, get all your stuff done. Like I say, I get to the field probably like 12:30 to 1:30 every day, play at 7 most days. So you kind of just fill your time in the morning, find stuff to do, get grocery shopping done if you need to. But basic life.
This is kind of a dumb question for you because it involves watching sports and you're playing sports. But how about on a Monday? You got a day off on a Monday, so we'll use that as an example. Tonight we've got, Game 7 of Canadian Sabres, Game 1 of Spurs Thunder. And for you, like, that Spurs game's on at 5:30. Like, I've always thought as a giant sports guy that would mess me up more than anything, the time sports is on. How have you transitioned into that on the West Coast?
I haven't watched a ton of like the NBA playoffs or anything like that, obviously, because we play at 7. You get done at like 10:30. I'll probably throw something on today later in the afternoon, but I think when it gets to football season, like I know our season kind of runs into the first couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. It can fill your whole day if you let it.
ECU Alabama kicking off at 9 a.m. your time. That's tough.
Yeah. I'll be up. I'll be watching that for sure.
It's a long ass day. The Pirates, the baseball Pirates, Wyatt and man, Cliff, and you're responsible for this too, have set such a high standard that 33 wins, we're like, that's not enough for us. We need more. Like, that's the standard that's been set. But they go out, they sweep FAU, share a conference championship regular season, and I think are back on the right side of the bubble. It's tight. But how much are you able to kind of keep up with what's going on with Pirate baseball?
Yeah, I follow it on Twitter and social media. I'm always on ESPN looking at the scores. I believe in that group. I know everybody inside that group believes in that group. It'll be interesting to see. They got to play well in the conference tournament, but I'm excited to watch that. I think they've earned it, but we'll see.
There always is a guy that gets hot, and I probably pay more attention to the batters than the pitchers. It happens on both sides, but like Bryson Worrell went nuts one year at the end of the year. Austin Irby did it last year, and as a team, it always seemed like you guys hit your stride at the end of the year. What is it about Clearwater and a regional that obviously you guys are motivated, fired up, but it seems like the Pirates always play their best at the end of the year?
I know. I think that's just been preached to us. We're continuing to get better day in and day out at ECU. And you kind of hit that stride. You kind of get a little bit more that adrenaline going. It means a little bit more at the end. You're fighting for a playoff spot. But it's just the stacking days. Like, you just get better, 1% better every single day, and you keep moving forward. Like, that's the biggest thing.
When you think about high stress, key moment, big situations, what one stands out to you during your ECU career that you were involved in?
Ooh. Obviously any of the regionals. I think we played a extra inning game against Fullerton in the Classic one year. That was pretty fun. But any spot in that end of the game where it's tight it's always kind of the same for me. You got to handle it the same. If you let the moment get too big, it's just gonna kind of eat you up. So I wouldn't say there was one specific moment, but anytime I was in there at the end of the game, it was always the same.
Yeah, I love I love talking to you guys, and you're so like chill, especially you. When we got to know you, like you're a man of few words. You're a pretty calm, cool, collected dude. But when you're on the mound giving the yell, it's like the competitor comes out, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's kind of like, not like an alter ego, but like it's a little bit different on the mound. Like you're competing out there, you're trying to win, you're trying to do all the things right. So you get a little fired up sometimes.
I've asked your old teammates this too, Wyatt. You come from such a team here at ECU where everything is about us, not me. Then you go to pro baseball where it is almost just all about you. Yeah, they're keeping wins, losses, and you want to win, obviously, but it's about your development, you getting better, you rising up. So how about that transition? Like there, not as much rah-rah stuff going on, in the minor leagues. How have you kind of handled that?
Yeah, I would say that the group that I have now has actually been a little bit different than that. We kind of care about winning. We want to be the best we can. I was fortunate enough to come up here for the playoffs last year and get a ring out of it. So, I mean, it's a little bit different, obviously, because you do care about your development. The coaches want you to get better. Obviously, your goal is to be a big leaguer. But if you get rid of that competitive aspect with the other team, then you kind of just fall into a rabbit hole that you don't really want to go down.
Well, that's great to hear that. And so your team had success. What was it like following the big league club, Wyatt, and so close, to getting to that ultimate goal? But great year for the M's last year. What was it like being a part of the organization with that going on?
It was awesome. It kind of just sets the standard for the minor league teams, and it shows you how good you need to be able to perform with that club. Obviously, watching in the playoffs, I know I was obviously watching Trey. I was watching the Mariners, but yeah, it's fun. It sets the standard for what they want to do, what we need to be able to do when we get up there.
I guess you weren't surprised at all at seeing Trey on the biggest stage do what he did.
No, not at all. I know he can do that always.
That was nuts. That was awesome to watch, and just so many Pirates right now doing big things. How about if you could explain it, you could probably make a lot of money, Wyatt. But how does a guy like Cal Raleigh, who was like the best hitter in the league last year, struggle to get on base in 30 at bats? I mean, that's just the game of baseball. That can teach you some lessons, right? That you could be the best and still go through some struggles.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they play 162 games, something like that.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be struggles, no doubt. But he's one of the best catchers in the game, if not the best catcher in the game. Like he's gonna get back to what he does. He's gonna hit 50 home runs. He's gonna do whatever. So, but I mean, an interesting thing, like obviously I have Luke Stevenson on the team this year, and he's talked with Cal before, and it's like he learns from him, like the mental side, like continuing to get better with the mental strength and all of that. So I have no concern that Cal's going to have a down year.
Why it's still early in the morning when we're talking to you. What's your day off plan for today? Are you golfing? You pitching? You throwing? What are you doing?
Probably just go get some groceries, do some laundry, just do some housekeeping stuff. Maybe hit the range for a little bit, but nothing too exciting planned for today. We gotta start our series again tomorrow at home.
See, folks, pro baseball players are just like us. They got the same boring chores that we do, I guess. Wyatt, awesome to catch up with you, man. Keep up the great work, and we'll catch up with you again down the road, bud.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Wyatt Lundsford-Shenkman. Great to catch up with the former Pirate pitcher today on Pirate Radio Live. Doing a great job this year. And as he said at the top, he's playing baseball professionally. So I can't complain about that. We'll take a break, come back, and have one more segment to go here in hour number 2. We'll hear our Pirates in the Pros report. Ryan McChrystal, Dixon Williams, who we talked to last week, will join us there. Carter Cunningham, Treya Savage in the big league, also Connor Norby, and Burley was involved in one of the weirdest plays of the weekend, one of the biggest heads-up plays of the weekend by Bobby Witt, and I think you'll hear that highlight when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Monday, back after these words. Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them, even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles away. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, order ahead on our app and put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This May, get behind the wheel of one of the select new 2026 Subaru Forester models at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Get there now because they have as low as 0.9 APR available. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off of Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, a proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires June 1st, 2026.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
This July 4th, celebrate America's 250th in the original Washington, where history comes to life. Festivities begin Friday, July 3rd at 4:30 p.m. with the grand opening of the city's brand new History Museum. On Saturday, kick off the day with the Founding Fathers 5K at 8 a.m., explore history exhibits, and enjoy free trolley rides from 10 to 2, and live music from 7 to 9 p.m. Then look to the skies for a spectacular fireworks show at 9:15 p.m. Come walk through 250 years of history, celebration, and community. Right here in the original Washington. Learn more at visitwashingtonnc.com.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern, located at 1011 South Charles Boulevard, right across from the Sheetz gas station, is your go-to for all the game day action. Come hungry and leave happy with Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, juicy burgers, and wings that bring the heat. Open daily till midnight, and on Wednesday nights, you can join Clip Rock for sports trivia and test your game day knowledge. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Well, we'll be at OT's Wednesday. We'll be at the Buck tonight, Buccaneer Music Hall. Sports trivia on a good sports night. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Canadian Sabres. Winner gets Carolina. Game 1 Thursday night. Also Game 1 between the Thunder and Spurs coming up tonight as well. My Braves win another series over the weekend, this time against the Red Sox. They'll play Clayton McCullough and the Marlins starting a series tonight. We'll tell you everything else going on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard later on. But right now, we'll tell you about the great weekend that former Pirates had. Let's hear our Pirates in the Pros update.
He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop up to center. And he rips it down the right field line. That's going to bring a run. Here comes the big boy. He comes in, and the Lookouts are on the board.
2-0 Emperors here in Game 6. 0-1. Line drive off the glove of Will Hoyt at first base. And into foul ground. Williams, thinking about third, is going to hold up right there.
2-2. Lifted to left. This has some carry. Washington Jr. started in, but now it's over his head and into the bullpen. Carter Cunningham goes the opposite way for his league best 9th bomb of the year, and the Seas go back in front by 3. It's 5-2 Canadians.
And Green strikes out as Savage went back to the splitter. Veerling is gone on a fastball up in the zone from Savage, and despite the traffic, Savage works out of it. And Torkelson is fanned. 4 strikeouts in the early going for Trey Savage, his 4th start of the year, and it's rinse and repeat. Trey Savage was once again sharp.
The high rail fastball and then the split finger off of it.
Sergio Romo opening for Ryan Yarbrough. They've been great. Norby drills this deep to left field. This is way back and it's out of here. Connor Norby makes it 2-1 with his 4th home run of the season.
Yeah, he gave it a ride, a 1-1 fastball, 4-seamer at 92 miles an hour. And Norby gave it a ride.
And Norby yanks one into left field for a base hit. And the Marlins are pouring it on here at extras. An RBI single for Connor Norby.
Burleson a base hit. So JC late break, but he's going to come home and score. We are tied 4-4. Line into left field, down for a hit. Mason's getting the green light. Here's the throw. Up the line. Throw to third. That's into left field. Herrera doesn't understand. Pop's telling him to go home, and he's stuck at third base. Swung out and missed. He struck him out.
Now today it's the fastball that he's getting after. He's an aggressive hitter.
And Gavin blew it right by him at 99. Blew it by him. Another 99-mile-an-hour fastball. 3rd strikeout for Gavin. Oh, and he dropped a breaking ball on him and struck him out. Swung out and missed. That's his 5th strikeout of the afternoon. 2 down. A little high. Oh, no, he rung him up. A delayed strike 3 call. Tried to hold up. He went around. Strikeout number 7 for Gavin Williams.
7 Ks for Big Gav. That Burley play was all over my social media feed this weekend, and Bobby Witt was given a lot of credit for his heads-up play. So Burley gets a single into left. Throw goes to home. Catcher tries to catch the runner off third, throws it away, but Bobby Witt pretends to catch it and just keeps his glove on the runner. Runner stays at third instead of scoring. So Burley, which I don't know if that would be considered an RBI anyway, but Burley should have knocked in another run, but the runner got held up at third. I don't know if you saw that play, Shirley, but it was almost like a hidden ball trick where Bobby Witt's holding the empty glove on the runner, and the coach is telling him to go, but the runner's like, hey, this guy's got the glove on me. Like, he thinks there's a ball in there. So just a crazy play that Burley was involved in.
What was so funny, and yes, I did see the highlight. What's so funny is that's not what got my attention. What got my attention was the third base coach, because if you saw the look on his face, like, you son of a, why didn't you go when I told you to go? And it was just this look of just utter disbelief, like, why didn't you go? And I'm not sure, and I'm just assuming here, that the third base coach didn't realize that the third baseman had done the glove thing. And
all
the
he knows
chaos
is the ball is out there,
and
he
he's yelling at him to go. So I'm sure they probably cleared it up afterwards. But in that initial moment, when you see the highlight and they go back to the replay and you see the runner go back to third and he's just sitting there on top of third base, just the look on the third base coach's face was just priceless.
I love when big leaguers look like little leaguers. Shohei had an inside the park little league home run, which I think they ended up calling a triple and an error, but he had an inside the parker. Those are always fun in Major League Baseball.
Well, I like that, but I also like it when the actual coaches look more like the frustrated dad, like, you dingbat, I told you to go.
Hilarious moment. Unfortunately, it involved Burley as he was on the wrong side of it the other day. Coming up tonight, Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard mentioned the Braves. Rolling, baby, 32-15, beating Shirley's Red Sox. Although the Red Sox got them Saturday night in a good game. But Atlanta wins the series. They got the Marlins coming up tonight, so it'll be Clayton and Norby against my guys. We got O's baseball as they play the top team in the American League East. And let me check the standings to make sure I'm still accurate on that.
Would that be the Nationals?
American League East.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Well, National League East is the Braves, surely. American League East would be the 30-15 Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays.
The wrong weekend.
Long weekend.
Long weekend.
Rays hosting the O's coming up tonight. Shane McClanahan versus Trevor Rogers, the pitching matchup. Jamie's Reds are on the road at Philadelphia. Phillies have been playing good of late and have gotten over 500. They're 24-23 on the year. Same record as the Reds. Gavin's Guardians playing the Tigers tonight. It'll be the Mets taking on the Nationals in Washington. Trey's Blue Jays in New York to face the Yankees. Red Sox are at the Royals tonight. Astros, Twins, Brewers, Cubs, Rangers, and Zach Agnos' Rockies. Mackenzie Gore on the mound tonight for the Rangers. Angels hosting the A's. It'll be the White Sox coming off. That was an awesome series, and it was in the South Side. The White Sox hosted the series, the Windy City series against the Cubs, and it was just packed with fans from both sides. So those made for some very entertaining games, including the Cubs hit a 3-run homer in the ninth to tie it yesterday, and then the White Sox walk them off with a home run. Great environment. White Sox have a winning record, 24-22. They will be in Seattle. Dodgers, Padres, late night, along with Giants and D-backs.
Okay, so I have two things. The first thing is you mentioned Zach Agnos. He's going to be spending some time down in Albuquerque. They optioned him.
I was wondering if that was going to happen because it hadn't been great.
It's not been great, but he's also being asked to go longer than he normally does. Usually he's an inning or two guy, and they've been trying him out going 3 to 4 innings. I don't think they've stretched him further than that, or at least not that I've been able to see. So, and it just seems like his command is not quite there for those 4 innings, so they may be just trying to option him back down there just to give him some time to kind of acclimate himself to that type of routine. And then my second question, well, it's a question, it's my second thing. I saw this a couple days ago, and I didn't realize this wasn't a thing. So, and you're my baseball historian guy, so I'm going to ask you this question. So the score bug that ESPN used to have, and we all made fun of it when the Pirates and the Phillies would play.
Yep.
In the first inning, you had the poop.
Yep. So you had the Pirates P and the Phillies P, and then 0-0.
Yep. And so it became the poop score bug. And I was watching something, I can't remember if it was on TikTok or Facebook, but it was something brought up about saying farewell to the score bug. So at what point did that go away? Because I don't remember that going away.
I saw a tweet about it Friday, and somebody said it was back. I guess it depends on if they're on MLB TV or Apple TV or ESPN or local TV. It probably depends on where it is.
Because that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, well, then what did you replace it with? Because at least with, like, say, the Braves or the Orioles, you can put their mascot up there. instead of the P.
Well, you could put the away team above the home team and put the score like that.
Oh, down on the side. Oh, yeah, on the left hand. Okay, yeah.
There's ways you can avoid poop on the TV.
Well,
but it's so much fun.
Rest in peace, poop. I didn't realize that had gone away, and I had been looking for it for all this time.
Yep, the poop bowl.
Oh.
Pirates and Phillies.
That bums me out on a Monday.
Yeah, that is something we need to always have when those two teams meet.
Poop on the screen?
There we go. We'll take a break, come back. Danny Beal will join us. We got DB. We've got more ECU baseball talk. You can chime in on our poll on Facebook or give your thoughts on YouTube. What's your grade for ECU's regular season in 2026? We'll ask DB to grade the Pirates and have more after these words.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville invites you to party on the patio. Chico's outside patio is the perfect place to get all your amigos together for some Mexican food and fun. Call Chico's now to make a reservation for any large or small fiesta with all of your amigos. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Is your car making strange noises or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates!
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here, and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown-friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram, or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus they offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Shirley Rhodes, intern Avery, intern Victor. Saw the return of Jared Watkins. Be back with us tomorrow as well. And bad news, Danny Beal, not with us at the moment. Hopefully he will be at some point soon. But we got left side.
Strong side.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
I'm good. I was able to see J-Bone for the first time in a couple of weeks today. Great to see him back in the office.
That was good to see, the return of Jared Watkins. Chandler, question of the day, what grade do you give East Carolina in their regular season this year? Once again, their record was 33-21-1, 17-10 in conference play, and a share of the American Championship.
I'm going to go, I'm in the B's. I started with B plus in my mind, and I was like, nah, I'll give him a B. I'm actually going B minus. B minus, and I think if none of those injuries happen, they're probably in the C's. But to be able to get that second seed in the tournament with the adversity they went through with all the injuries, you lost two of your weekend starters, you had some of your defensive players, leave and not play a few games. So to be able to, stand your ground and get that top two seed and not have to play till Friday morning, which that's kind of crazy, 9 o'clock in the morning Fridays when the Pirates will play. But yeah, I'll give them a B minus to be able to still get one of those top seeds and have to avoid some of the first round stuff in the tournament.
I'm gonna take away the minus I had earlier in the show, and I'm just gonna go C. That may have been a little harsh with the injuries.
All right, so you went C minus.
So I'm gonna go C.
But you're going C now. Okay. Yeah, I think B minus is pretty fair.
What is your vibe check? Because a grade and a vibe, two totally different things. Grade is kind of looking in the past. Vibe is
looking towards
present and future.
Yeah.
So what is your vibe for Clearwater?
After the weekend we had down in Boca Raton, I'm going to say it's like a 7.2. I like the way the Pirates played, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The bats were hot. Pitching looked really great. And that's what we saw last year down the stretch for East Carolina on that run that they went to, and they ended up going to Coastal, and they won the American tournament down in Clearwater. So, seeing how the Pirates played over the weekend really kind of reminded me of how they started to play last year late in the year. So hopefully we can do it again this year, starting Friday at 9 o'clock.
Shirley, can you give me some NCAA March Madness music, please? I was going to do this with Danny Beal, and maybe we still will later this hour, but want to look at some bracketology for ECU baseball and where they sit right now in the projections. So I got 4 different publications here. D1 baseball is looked at as the most official, prominent, the most reliable, respected.
Great respect.
They have the last 4 in, Chandler: NC State, Kentucky, Michigan, and East Carolina. Last 4 in. And this would have East Carolina as the 3 seed in Hotlanta. The other teams in that bracket would be the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, of course, hosting it. The Oklahoma Sooners, who we've had success against in the NCAA tournament. And the Ivy League's Yale. Baseball America. Guess what?
The Ivy League scares me.
Columbia, going all the way back to the Coral Gables regional back in the day. Baseball America has 2 American teams in, and that would include East Carolina. They got ECU as the 3 seed in Chapel Hill, along with, of course, the host, North Carolina. Tennessee as the 2, and Holy Cross as the 4. So they've got East Carolina.
I would feel good about that
as a 3 seed. We've beaten North Carolina. We've tied with North Carolina.
I really think that we were going to win that Sunday game if it didn't get canceled or stop the play.
On three, on
God.
Had ECU out of the tournament last week, but back in this week. And guess what, Chandler? Last 4 in: Arizona State, NC State, Virginia Tech, and
East
Carolina. On 3 has East Carolina back in Atlanta, taking on Georgia Tech, and we'll look at the other teams in this regional. Missouri State as the 2, and Long Island as the 4.
Jake Berger.
So this reminds me of when East Carolina was a 3 in Charlottesville, and the 2 was Bryant. I'm going no.
Oh, you're going okay.
With a non-power school as the 2.
Yeah.
It was Bryant, right? And we beat them on Friday.
Yep. William and Mary was also part of that regional.
Yep. And but ECU, the 3 there. Long Island, the other team in that bracket. And the Tennessean, one of the most trusted sources in college baseball.
The Tennessean does sound very reliable.
Tennessean. I get my news from the Tennessean.
I'm the editor down there at the Tennessean.
Did you see what happened today? They had it on CNN and Fox News. Until I read about it in the Tennessean, it didn't happen. In fact, Chandler was looking for something before he came on the show. He didn't know if true or not. If it was true, is it in the Tennessean? You need to check.
It's not. So it's not real.
All right, our last 4 in, according to the Tennessean: Arizona State, NC State, Troy, and boy, this is shaky, man, being on all these last 4 in lists. This has East Carolina once again in Chapel Hill with Tennessee and St. Joe's. So the second projection we have seen with North Carolina, Tennessee, and East Carolina.
I mean, hopefully we win the tournament, don't have to worry about it. But if East Carolina comes up short, they win a couple of games and don't, are not the champions of the tournament, Monday's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be like staring at the TV.
If you go there,
are we in or are we out?
Win 2 games. Like, if you win 1 game, we might be on the wrong side. So, yeah, it's going to be the most nervous watch party of all time.
Where we're used to being like, all right, where are we going? I mean, either we know we're hosting, like, hey, who's in our regional? The past couple of years, it's been like, who do we have to go to? What seat are we going to get?
The only drama we've ever had was when ECU was good enough to be a top 16 or not. Or one year... Was it? Yeah, the year we played Texas here, it was, are we good enough to make a top 8?
Yeah.
Remember that? And, there was that drama, but we've never really had the are they getting in drama.
Yeah, never had the getting in drama. We have had the, hey, are we going to host? I want to say it was the Evansville year that we lost to Evansville. I believe that was the watch party where, hey, does East Carolina get a hosting spot? And sure enough, we did get that 16th spot. And unfortunately did not win our regional. But, this is going to be a strange one. If East Carolina cannot go down to Clearwater and get it done, we're going to be sitting there on Monday saying, hey, are we in or are we out? And that's going to be an interesting feeling.
Jerry says, in honor of Wes, I just asked AI for its vibe check. Now,
well, he pays for it.
You getting that for free, Jerry? I pay for AI. Sounds like he's under the table.
I pay for AI.
There you go.
Now he's on top of the table.
They just stays dry.
Jerry says, based on the current landscape of college baseball in May 2026, the vibe check sits at a strong 8.5 out of 10.
Swinging dingers?
That's according to AI.
I pay for AI.
Jamie said last 4 in, but a 3 seed. All the 4 seeds are going to be your smaller conference champions. The vibe, according to Jerry and AI, 8.5 out of 10 to win the American. All right. Mike P said, I'm blind to anything not in the Tennessean. He also says, what's the Tennessean Tennessean? Are the first words to my family in the morning.
What's the Tennessean saying?
You grab that cup of coffee, you go into the kitchen, kids are eating cereal. Hey, what's the Tennessean saying? Mike P, you are a card.
He is a card for sure.
Tell you what. So Pirates, it feels like women's basketball having to wait till late Friday night, except it's early Friday morning for ECU.
Yep, wake up early. Our day off, but going to have to get up and watch some Pirate baseball.
That is correct. And if they lose, they have to play 2 games Friday. If they win, they move to Saturday. So there's an interesting nugget for you. I told Chandler this story. I haven't told Shirley yet, or Avery. I don't tell Avery many stories.
He doesn't seem like he'd be interested in any stories.
No, and I respect Avery because he seems like he'd just rather not talk, and I'm fine with that too. I'm down.
Those are your favorite interns.
Exactly. Avery's the man. All right, so Friday night, I'm at a stoplight. First of all, I shouldn't even have been there. I made a mistake with a food order and had to go to a different place. So I shouldn't even have been at that light.
So this is all your fault.
Yeah. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
And I was the second car. So there's a car in front of me.
Right.
And there's a car behind me.
Okay.
And I'm at the light. I'm looking at the radio or phone or something because I'm at the light. I'm not, I'm not driving.
You're not,
I'm braking. And then, boom, something hits me in the back.
Oh, my God. Were you okay?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I look in my rear view, and I see the guy behind me is like whiplashing. I thought he just took his foot off the brake and accelerated and hit me. But no, somebody drilled his car, which made his car go into my car. So I put it in park. I get out of the car. What?
You should. I was just thinking you should have came in here with like a neck brace or something.
To answer your question, I'm fine and my car's fine. You can't even tell anything happened to it.
Right.
But the dude behind me, he got drilled in the back. His back's all messed up. And the guy that hit him gets out of his car. Now he's got one of them things
like a trach.
Like I guess if you have if you smoke or whatever and you get he's got one of them things, and he didn't attempt to talk. He was kind of acting weird, but I didn't know if it was because of his situation or what. But he never said a word the entire time. He would kind of look at us and just kind of shrug his shoulders.
Did y'all even try to talk to him?
Yeah, we were like, I was like, what, did you just not see us stopped or something? But yeah, we were all talking, and the guy that hit me recognized me, and I knew who he was too, which was funny. But so I'm like, I'm like, what do I do here? So I called 911.
Yeah.
Have you ever called 911?
I have never in my life.
I think that was the first time I ever called 911.
Knock on wood. I don't want to.
And I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be calling you, but there's a wreck. She's like, is everybody okay? I was like, yeah. But the guy that hit me wanted somebody out there to document it. Well, also we needed traffic because it was 3 cars in the highway. Mm-hmm. Get them out of the way. We were in the turn lane, but still. But so we're out there almost 10 minutes
before the cops showed up.
Yeah.
Between the time you called 911.
Well, between the beginning of it and when a cop finally showed up. I still don't know if it was coincidence or it happened because he saw the cop pull up. But the dude that hit the car behind me gets in his car and takes off down the highway.
And then you said, did this dude just do this?
I said, did this dude just did this? So now I'm on live PD, baby. I'm like, this is crazy.
And you're telling the cops, go get him, go get him.
So Shirley, you were talking about how the third base coach wanted to send that guy home and was waving his arms and screaming. The guy behind me starts doing that to the cops, saying, hey, man, go get that guy. That's the guy. And I think I was doing that too. I can't remember what I was doing. But I was like, that guy.
That's him, officer.
Yeah. So to the cops' credit, like he didn't just take off. Like he understood what was happening. We explained it to him, and he put on his lights and took off. So then a truck pulls up, and they know the guy that was behind me. Well, this guy's involved in cars some way, somehow. It's a guy and a girl. The girl gets out, and the guy that was behind me says, yeah, I was just filling this car up for her. She just bought this car. This was going to be her new car.
Oh, wow.
And so she shows up, and her new car she bought has
ruined.
Huge dent in the back of, like, yeah. So there's that.
Here's your new car.
There's that part of the story. She's on the phone with somebody, I guess with the police or something, but they said they caught the guy up the road. And I did see him swerve. I don't know if it was because he was going fast or if he was drunk. But to take off like he did, that's just stupid. Nothing good is going to... Oh, you think you're just going to get away and everything's... No.
I think you did as good as you could do under the circumstances, honestly.
And the first cop that came out there said there's cameras at the intersection, too. So like,
no need for witnesses.
Right. And I was staying out there as a witness because my car was fine. I was fine. But I ended up leaving. The guy got my number. And yeah.
And you haven't heard anything?
I think
this happened Friday?
Yeah. I think that's the end of the story.
You were asking earlier, like, I don't know if this was coincidence or not, that he took off when the cop got there. I'd say it was on purpose.
Con artist, liar, salesman.
That he took off because the cop got there?
For sure.
Well, why did
I don't like the way he looks.
Why did he wait so long?
Yeah. Maybe he was like...
He had so much time to leave.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I was like, did this guy get tired of waiting and never even saw it? Because the cop...
Did he understand English?
I don't know. He didn't say anything. How am I supposed to know?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Zero damage to my car. There's a few white paint specks, but like, whatever.
That is a cool, neat, interesting story.
And you want to hear
neat story.
Something crazy? The next night, my wife requests food from a certain place. Me and Lily get some barbecue. I'm going to another place for her. Cops all over the place. Just blocked so you can't go into the place. Apparently there was an altercation and people brought their guns out.
Dang.
You may have seen that on the local news. I was trying to get food from that place. And all I heard was Cactus Jack going bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
So, like, I stayed at home Sunday. I was like,
yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Seemed like you were bringing trouble everywhere.
Having too many brushes with the law, and I'm not involved in any of it. But, yeah, it was a fun weekend, man. That dude took off down the road. The exhilaration, like, it was so exciting. Like, I can't believe I just saw that happen. This guy's...
And you feel better about yourself, too, because your car's not damaged.
Yeah.
Like, you're basically there to be a witness.
That's what I told my wife when I got home. I was like, it was kind of fun because, like, nothing happened to me, my car, even the guy behind me. And then I got to see a guy take off. That was cool. That was fun. And they got him. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
There's my Friday.
The little guy.
That's my Friday. But yeah, the hit and run. He was. So I guess did he think he was in like the go straight lane instead of the turn lane?
Yeah,
just plowing into it, the back of a dude.
I don't know, or just wasn't paying attention. Simply on his phone.
Yeah. Wild.
I don't know.
All right.
Well, some people, in the instance I was rear-ended like that, is where I had a gentleman who was behind me. The light that we were at was still red, but the turn lane traffic light had turned green, and that traffic started moving. They just assumed that all lights were green, and
that could have been, there were the go straight lights were green. Ours was red. Yeah. That probably, and he just wasn't, yeah. Jamie brings up a good point. Where's a news reporter when you need him? I could have been the crazy guy being interviewed. Y'all see a leprechaun, say yeah.
Say yeah!
You got to have the Biff Poggi look, though, in order to do that, though.
I could have cut my sleeves off real quick.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And don't.
And then the guy took off.
They climbing.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
They climbing in
Lord,
on windows.
There's a fall.
Snatching our people up.
Said, oh, Lord, there's a rearing.
I would have done all the memes, the news memes.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Get me out of this country head.
What really happened?
They just tell you dry.
What really happened that day at Fire Tower Road that led to that guy fleeing?
All right, there we go. Hey, good. That was our Danny Beal segment.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, no
Thanks,
problem.
Danny. Appreciate it.
I'll try him again during the break. Ready for Canes Thursday?
Yes, I am ready. And what a hiatus. I feel like it's been, what?
Yeah, it's been
2 weeks, week and a half. But we were finally going to be able to see some Canes hockey. And they will determine who we play coming up tonight. We'll watch it at the Buccaneer Music Hall with trivia starting at 8 o'clock.
That is correct. We'll have Canadian Sabres, and we'll have Spurs Thunder, and some baseball going on. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
Hey, pirate friends. It's Rhonda from Russell's, and we're back open with a whole new look. We have a ton of surprises for you to see, including our Johnny O's Shop and Shop. Our racks and shelves are fully stocked with all new spring and summer merchandise for both men and women. Make it a point to come by Russell's in downtown Washington to check out the new look, experience the same great customer service you've come to know, and see all the new quality clothing that you love. We can't wait to see our pirate friends and customers back at Russell's in downtown Washington.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This May, it's the big spring sales event at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive into spring with huge savings across the lot. Take 10% off MSRP on the 2026 Chrysler Pacifica, perfect for the whole family. Or score 1.9% for 72 months on the 2026 Jeep Compass. And truck buyers, don't miss out. Get 4.9% for 84 months, plus no payments for 90 days on Ram 1500. These deals won't last. Spring savings are heating up now. Come see us today at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse. Bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at encinorestaurant.com.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
This is Coach Ruffin McNeil, and when you tune into Pirate Radio, I can't guarantee what's going to happen, so listen at your own risk, please.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, Pirate Nation, don't miss a second of the action. Download the free Pirate Radio app today and take us with you wherever you go. You can listen live to all of your favorite shows, or you can catch up anytime with our archive content, like our interview with Mike Maniscalco from Friday's Pirate Radio Live. It's all up there, and it's everything you love about Pirate Radio right in your pocket. Just search Pirate Radio in your app store and download it today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. The phone was ringing as we came back in. Was that Danny Beal? Did anybody answer the phone?
Chan Man's on it. I just got to figure out who he's talking to.
Every time I hear that phone, it's ringing. Either way, we're going to talk Pirate baseball, and we will talk. Man, I was just about to tell you my deepest, darkest fears and what makes me tick and really go inside this brain of mine. But Danny Beal's on the Turner Home Team Live line. What's up, DB?
Clip, what's up?
How we doing?
I had a little appointment that ran late, so I apologize for being not on the top of the 5 o'clock hour, but I'm here, so that's all that matters.
That is correct. Tell everybody what you're doing these days, DB.
I'm hanging out in Charlotte, still working for the Knights. We have the ACC tournament in Charlotte this week.
Ooh.
It'll be fun. Get to catch up with Easton Daly, who's at Virginia Tech. Some other folks that I know just from being around at some ACC schools, so it'll be fun. Hopefully some good baseball, and it'll be enjoyable to watch.
There's a guy at State that I follow and that follows me that was a manager for ECU. He's a grad manager at State now, and I had no idea he was there until I saw his retweet where they honored him over the weekend. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Big Brady.
Yes. Yeah. That was cool to see, and also not cool to see that he was at State, but good for him.
Yeah, it's a little bittersweet. I actually keep in touch quite a bit with Brady. Me and him were super close when we were both at East Carolina, and we all used to challenge each other on the Immaculate Grid and all that stuff. I'm pretty close to Brady, so it's going to be fun.
All right, DB. East Carolina sweeps FAU, gets the share of the conference championship, gets the 2 seed, so they don't play until Friday at 9 a.m. We talked about that, but haven't talked about it with a player. How do you feel about a 9 a.m. start time?
We were talking about the other day, I love the setup of this tournament for them with the 2 byes, I guess. I mean, as opposed to playing Tuesday,
sure,
Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, if you win all of them. It just kind of turns into a weekend series now, which is much more feasible in terms of pitching and just keeping your position players healthy. But 9 a.m. games are always an adventure, to say the least. I think our record and them were not necessarily particularly good, but it's just always tough to get there early, and you're taking BP at 7:30 and you're eating breakfast at 6. So it's tough to get your physical clock, I guess, going that early.
Danny, I love bracketology, love filling out brackets. I'm trying to make this a positive and enjoy that East Carolina is right there on the bubble, but it is a little nerve-wracking to see them as one of the last 4 in among all these publications. But Baseball America, D1 Baseball, On 3, and the Tennessee, and I've looked at those today, all have East Carolina in as a 3 seed, 2 in Chapel Hill, 2 in Atlanta. But credit to the Pirates, man, because I don't know if they would have been. I didn't have them in this situation last Monday. I was a little down on them, but a huge sweep, and now everything's right there in front of them.
No, in terms of RPI, I think you're spot on. I know that Igo talked a bit about it. I saw on Twitter briefly about just how they're in. I guess their at-large chances were kind of slim to none after the week prior.
Yeah.
But going down to Florida and being able to be there for 2 weeks now with the tournament, and then obviously playing FAU last weekend is good for them. I think being able to be together and all be under essentially one roof in a hotel and all do stuff together, it'll kind of bring them close together, I think, especially with what's going on in terms of, having to win a tournament to certainly solidify yourself. But if they go down there and play well, I see no reason why they wouldn't be even past that for our last four in kind of section that they're in right now.
And we've seen North Carolina, of course. They beat us pretty good. We bounced back really strong on Saturday. And then Sunday, a tie game that ended in a tie due to weather. So we've seen them, Danny. And Georgia Tech, I was talking to Coach O earlier about, how does UCLA, where do they rank as far as best regular seasons of all time or in his memory? And he said you got to put them up there. And Georgia Tech has, I think, the second least losses, at least among the big teams all across college baseball. So Georgia Tech not too far behind UCLA and what they've done this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see them this week. Obviously, I haven't gotten a chance to see them play in person this year, but I think it'll be exciting just to see them compete. I mean, the ACC is always relatively deep, so it'll be fun to kind of see what they have. Obviously, they have Burris, who's going to be a top-round pick here in a couple of weeks, or I guess a couple of years. But it'll be either way. It'll be interesting. I don't think in years past we've gotten matched up in a regional with the team we've played in the regular season. So I think that will kind of be interesting to see whether they actually put us in Chapel Hill or not. But either way, they're not worried about that this week. They're worried about playing on Friday and executing and hopefully winning this tournament.
Danny, Jamie, who's always chiming in, wanted me to ask Coach O, but I recorded the interview earlier in the day. This one is live with DB if you want to get a question in. He wanted me to ask him about injuries. We talked about it with Mully last week. But is there anything teams can do to cut down on pitcher injuries? He says, one way to do it is not have guys, pitch in summer league. Does that have anything to do with it? Mully talked about the grip and the types of pitches you're throwing. But I mean, if there was an answer, somebody would make a lot of money and pitchers wouldn't be hurt. But do you have any insight on how we could cut down on pitcher injuries?
I don't think the summer ball narrative is a good one, just because I think it's really important for guys to use it to develop. You don't really see from at least big D1 or mid-major schools guys that are in their third or fourth year going and pitching in summer ball unless they really need the development. You normally see freshmen and sophomores, and it's a needed and really good experience for those guys. So I don't think that's necessarily the answer. And honestly, the way that baseball is going nowadays, on terms of the pitching and defensive side of it, you need to keep up with the times, and you need to keep up with the guys that can spin it really good, throw really hard, and at the end of the day, injuries are inevitable. I mean, you've seen in the bigs the last couple of years with the amount of guys that have forearm or elbow injuries. I mean, it's inevitable with how much they're gripping the ball and they're being able to spin it at such a high rate, and it sucks, but at the end of the day, if you want to keep playing this game for a long time, you have to be able to do those things at a high level. And unfortunately, unless you just train or are an absolute freak, those kind of things are kind of bound to happen.
Yeah, we talk about with running backs a lot, when they get hurt, the first action or the first time they get tackled, and was it scary? How nervous were you? And I don't know if I've asked the pitcher about that. We talked to Wyatt earlier today. It was great to catch up with him, and he said, he's glad to be healthy. I guess he didn't have surgery, but was coming off some pain and everything. But how about with you, Danny? If you had any kind of soreness, does it ever make you scared to go back out there? I guess if you're an athlete, you just can't think that way, right?
Yeah, I think there's a difference between being I know people joke about it with being hurt or injured. I think there's a difference between actually being sore or actually being tight and potentially getting injured. I've said it on here before, but when I was playing, especially at ECU, it was just one of those things where you just turn your brain off and just kind of you're hey, it doesn't really matter how I feel. I know that if I'm pitching, it gives us the best chance to win, no matter if I'm 50% or 100%. I think that's how a lot of guys feel, at least at East Carolina when I was there. But it's Shanks probably has a better perspective of it because he actually was hurt as opposed to me probably just being sore.
Right.
But you ask, like you said, like guys like Rajay who have been through stuff like that. Like, I think mentally it's more important than physically being able to trust that you're healthy again, or trust your body and trust that you've done it before at a high level to kind of get back to performance and performing at 100%, I guess.
Danny Beal joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. DB over the weekend, and I don't know why. I guess I was going through some old ECU highlights and stuff, and I watched. And I don't like watching this, and like I do this with the Redskins Commanders too. Like if they lose a game, I try not to watch the highlights ever. But I did watch the Texas Super Regional highlights, all 3 games.
How do you do that to yourself?
I don't know, and I've talked about all your great moments, so can I ask you about Game 3 just for a second? Is there anything you could have done different to avoid them scoring runs in the first inning? Like, I mean, you're facing a great lineup. You're facing that freaking giant dude, Melendez or whatever. Like, was that something you did wrong? Was that them being on your pitches? Could that have gone a different way if you'd have done things differently?
No, I mean, I think that's actually a really good question. I don't know if I've ever been asked that. I think it's one of those things where I had pitched the day before, and not that I hadn't done that 100 times, the following 2 years, but in a super regional atmosphere, it was only my second game starting in my career.
Yeah.
The game I started was a Wednesday midweek against Elon earlier in that.
Pretty similar situations.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like on top of the fact I was warming up and then like on the mound in the bullpen, and then they called the game for 30 minutes to a rain delay. And then I think it was more me being inexperienced in the moment. Like, I don't think my stuff was necessarily bad. I felt great physically. There wasn't anything like that. I think once I didn't get jam shot lead off to second base,
right,
beats it out, like 9-pitch walk to the second guy, thought I struck him out, didn't strike him out. Then I throw 2 sliders to Melendez that are balls, and then after that he knows the fastball's coming in and hit it out, and then after that my outing was over practically. So I think it's me just not. Let me put it this way: if that happened senior year or even junior year, I think that outing goes a lot differently, just because I'm in a better headspace.
Yeah,
mentally and physically, I've been there before.
And I think the reason I did watch that, because in my brain I said the Pirates, after that long layoff, came back and put up a fight in the bottom of the first, and but you only scored 1. I remembered it maybe a little closer, but I remember the fans being out there. I don't know what the hell time it was, Danny, but like that was such a cool environment. Even down 3-4-0 or whatever, everybody was into it, and ECU responded in the bottom of the first. It was pretty cool.
Well, we still had some of the top of the first to play as well, and Trey came out back when he was a reliever and came in to relieve me before the rain delay and gave up another run, and then the rain delay happened and he came back out and punched 2 guys out with the momentum on our side, and then we come back in, score a run, and it's like, okay, like I know this game technically started 4.5 hours ago, but we're still in this thing. And then after that we just ran out of arms. We had been just so told the last couple of weeks, and obviously with the 20-game win streak, so it was a lot. But yeah, I think about that game more than I probably should, but it is certainly a learning moment for a lot of those guys, including myself.
DB did some awesome things during his time as an East Carolina pitcher, joining us today. Danny, Red Sox get 1 out of the series against the Braves. It was a good game Saturday night. Good game Friday night too, right? That was the walk-off. And then Saturday night, Aroldis Chapman, the old man, makes a pretty athletic play to get the game winner. Did you see that?
I haven't seen him look that spry in a long time, but I was surprised they didn't Clay Holmes him. Clay Holmes took a comebacker off the leg and broke his leg. And I thought it was going to be the same thing for Chapman, but he popped right up, kept his composure and made the play. But yeah, the Red Sox stink. Braves are really good. Nothing to see here. Just keep them moving. They're absolutely terrible. They can't hit for anything.
I'm enjoying the downfall of Boston sports. You guys have had your run, and it's time to. And I say that, I mean, the Celtics are still going to be good. The Patriots were in the Super Bowl, but we're making fun of them for other reasons. And honestly, I don't know about the Bruins. I just know they lost in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Bruins exceeded expectations, but anytime you get in the postseason and lose, the Boston pundits are going to lose their mind. It's the same thing with the Patriots. They clearly exceeded expectations due to a crappy schedule and then their coach cheats on his wife, and now that's getting brought up. The Red Sox fire their entire coaching staff like 2 days into the season, and now they can't hit. So it's Celtics are good, I guess, kind of. I mean, they blew a first round. I mean, like they played the Sixers and lost, so it's like.
Yeah, but we can say like Jaylen Brown hates Jason Tatum or something. We can make something.
For sure. Yeah. Everything's great.
DB, enjoyed it, buddy. Have a fun week there in Charlotte, and we'll catch up with you, talk more Pirate baseball next week.
Yeah, hopefully we can catch up Monday, and we're in a regional somewhere, and we can preview that, and maybe I'll even get the chance to go. We'll see.
All right, good deal. Thank you, DB. There he is. Nice. Former Pirate Danny Beal joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line. We'll take a break. The report cards are in. We'll see what grade the Facebookers gave the ECU Pirates during the regular season. Got that and more. The final hour of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
Hey Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here, and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown-friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram, or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports, across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is Bruce Bivens, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has friendly service and no gimmicks. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Baron.
All right, we've had our poll up on Pirate Radio for a little over an hour. We got 140 votes, pretty decent sample size. Right now, 24 votes, 17% have given the Pirates an A for their regular season this year. 36 votes, 25 per the percentage have gone to C, which is what I voted. And 80 votes, 57% have given the Pirates a B. Before I read some comments, Shirley ran over the numbers. East Carolina, 33-21-1, 17-10 conference record, RPI in the mid-40s. Projections right now have them, it has a 3 seed, but shaky. One of the last 4 in. They are on the bubble. What grade would you give East Carolina this baseball season?
I'm going to give it a C+.
All right.
A C+. One of the things that I have come to learn over the 23 years that I've been here at Pirate Radio, and probably even longer covering the baseball program, is, I never get too upset about what happens at the beginning of the season because I want to see how we finish the end of the season. But even when in years past, when we have started things out kind of on shaky ground a little bit, we've always been able to right the ship, and then there's a level of consistency that makes you feel comfortable. And I didn't have that this season. We were so Jekyll and Hyde, and it was, for another description, feast or famine at the plate. We could burn you for 22 runs or not score a single one. And that because of that inconsistency, it made me uncomfortable. And that's not a feeling that I am familiar with when it comes to ECU baseball. So that's why I'm giving them a C+. I'm giving them the plus part for the adversity that they have overcome so far this season to get us to this point. Mm-hmm. Because I think that that should be commended, because it takes a lot of discipline, and you can easily just throw in the towel and say, okay, well, this season's a wash. We'll just try it again next season. That didn't happen, so that's why I'm giving it a C+. All
right.
That is my dissertation.
Avery, what grade?
What grade would you give ECU baseball?
I'd go with a B+ just because of what they've done with all the injuries.
What grades did you make this year in school?
Pretty much B's.
Why no A's?
They were college classes. They were hard.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Do you know what your GPA is by chance?
It's close to like a 3. It's around like 3.3.
3. That's pretty. That's respectable. Respectable. Because mine was a lot lower than that when I graduated college.
I told you about the letter grades that the folks have voted on. Here are some of the comments on YouTube. On Facebook, sorry. Daniel says, it feels worse than this, but with pitching injuries, spotty hitting, they still tied for the American Championship. I agree. I mean, it has been, we've had some, what feels like dark days talking about Pirate baseball, and here they are, co-conference champions, bye all the way to Friday. Eric says, all rise. The social media baseball jury now in session. Teresa says A minus, or is this A dash? It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Melanie said, I'm not going to grade these amateur athletes when I wasn't part of the process. But with everything they've been through this season, I'm happy with where they are. Let's go, boys. ARG. Ron says these guys have worked hard with many injuries, but at this point we need someone to step up, be that leader and motivator. Elton says, mediocre team, admittedly with injuries, but finished tied for first in a weaker American. Probably only a one big bid league this year. B+ vote. Kind of is the Alonzo Mourning meme, where it's like, yeah. Dean says, winning conference equals A. Cliff always finds a way, even in this tough recruiting climate we're in. If this was basketball, we would be on cloud 9. Just because we're used to being number 1 doesn't make it less impressive. Let's go win this tournament. Go Pirates. Mark says the record suggests a B, but with the injuries to the pitching staff, A. Michael says B for pitching, considering the injuries. C for hitting. They sometimes don't look motivated at the plate. And Bill says, they never gave up! Exclamation point. Well, that's good. So there you go. The grades are in for ECU baseball. Still, ball to be played. Can the Pirates win a conference tournament, and they won't have to sweat next Monday when the field is announced? Or will they be on that bubble once again, trying to get in as an at-large? That is TBD. We'll take our final break, come back, get ready to wrap things up here on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Is your car making strange noises, or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Summer's here. You're at the beach, halfway up a mountain, finally relaxing, miles from home.
And then your phone buzzes. Not panic, just a quick check-in. Because with SCI, you already know what's going on.
Real-time alerts, 24/7 monitoring, full control of your home or business, right from your smartphone.
So while you're making memories, you're never wondering what's happening back home.
SCI Security, because you don't get security system for the days nothing happens. You get the system for the moment something does.
Travel smart, travel secure, and protect what matters.
Call today and get protected before your next trip.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Downwell Main Street in historic downtown Washington Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the Pirates fly.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked
Are
up.
you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
This is Mack McCarthy, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a mixed day to start the week off for the stock market. The Dow was up 159 points. It closed at 49,686. The NASDAQ fell 134 points and finished at 26,090. The S&P dropped just 5 points and ended the day at 7,403. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, getting ready to wrap it up here on a Monday. Looking forward to a fun sports night tonight. Looking forward to more Hurricanes hockey. Got to wait till Thursday. Jamie going with the C+ for ECU baseball. He said such a lead up that the team was good. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say I'm to blame for that. I mean, we on media day and everything, Cliff talked about how good the guys were going to be. I said injuries obviously played a part. Bats were not there. Bats, I don't know, man. I think we're gonna hit the ball at Clearwater. I think we're gonna win that conference tournament. He said yes, if basketball was second in the conference, we'd be on cloud 9. Absolutely. But it's all about expectations, perspective, and we expect a lot out of ECU baseball, just like Cliff Godwin expects out of his guys. I think the Pirates win the conference tournament and get the automatic bid into a regional, but they have set themselves up. They can win a couple of games there to certainly be on the bubble and hopefully the right side of that bubble. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll do it all over again Tuesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For Shirley Rhodes, intern Avery, intern Victor, and the crew, I am Clip Rock. Talk to you Tuesday. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.